It was right in the middle of COVID. And cool. Is everyone good? Everyone ready to go?
Can everyone see me? Can everyone?
Can you all hear me? Gilderoy Lockhart.
Yep.
For some reason,
good.
I saved the settings from last time, so I think OBS might be streaming. See how that goes. Really? Yeah. I clicked on it and like all the windows filled in. I was like, hey, although things windows a bit crooked. Oh well.
Alright guys, welcome back to our session. At the end of the last session, you guys had found your way into a bandit hideout, where you managed to actually convince this music's not right. I have to pause because music's everything.
No, it was pretty tragic. I feel like it was tragic.
Uh-oh.
Is this one working? I hear it not. Oh yeah, it's working. You managed to convince two goblins by the name of Bonga and Bunzi to join up on your side and rally against the human bandit leaders that they had been working for. As you cleared the rest of this cavern, you managed to defeat the leader, whose name was Gethro. Upon the defeat of these bandits and the like within this cave, you noticed a small young boy, a very, very tiny halfling boy who walked out from behind the barrels. Now let me just pull up the map real quick. But before we get into it, I have one thing that I need to ask someone to do, and that is, Darian, can you please roll your final death saving throw? And message me, please, in the Darian chat. Or on Facebook.
I was going to take a photo, but I just realised I threw it into a plate of food that I ate.
Epic.
It's just sauce. There's just sauce.
Is Darian a bit saucy right now? He's got too many holes.
Yeah. I try to roll this dice, but I can't. Keeps getting stuck in all this blood. But it's
this music's quite perfect for a death saving throw.
The anticipation.
Oh, right there, and there's the answer. Darian, as you lie on this cavern floor, this hideout, the dirt, you feel it under or sitting directly. How are you lying? Actually, tell me how are you lying on this as you've fallen unconscious?
I think so. My body should be doing a bit of a mess. You know, I tried, unsuccessfully to trick this thing. Oh no, he probably thought I was dead, but he just stomped my body, which means I had to shield, otherwise I would have really died. So now I'm just sort of lying halfway off the table, just sort of staring up at the cavern ceiling, and eyes are glazing over, and yeah, just all the faces of people that I've taken are starting to cycle through.
Different faces cycle through your mind at this time. One in particular that catches your attention, but before you have time to think about this person and the face that keeps shooting through your mind, you hear a voice, a very, very familiar voice to you, and it says, "Are we dead?" A voice of a female. And then you hear an orcish voice as well reply to the female. "I'm not sure. Darian, what's going on?"
I just stare up. I don't answer. So it's like these voices start I guess, shouting in desperation.
Please, Darian, we must get out of here. What are we? I can't see anything.
I just, as sitting in my my headspace, I start thinking, so much I haven't done. I'm sorry for all of it.
What?
Elijah.
What are you talking about, Darian?
Elijah. Sorry.
Your eyes close, and the moment that they close and you see complete darkness, the face that you were thinking of before kind of pops into focus now. The voices you once were hearing or talking to, it seemed, have disappeared. You remember, or you noticed the voices that you were speaking to, or that you could hear, were the voice of Thrask, one of your other personas, and Serana. But now the face that I sent you in your Darian chat, you picture a younger version of yourself. You actually see it in kind of in a blurry detail, as if like a dream. You see yourself walking away, sort of down this cobble path away from a house, in this sort of wooden environment with these trees surrounding it. You see two young children sort of pulling at your arm, saying, "Father, please don't go." But you carry on, and you're unsure if this is a memory or if it's a dream. But then the scene changes and it fades out of clarity, and the next thing that you see is the face of this person that's popping into your mind, and you remember saying goodnight to her before taking off. A face that, although your daughter, you know who she is, you don't remember her. You don't have prior memories of this woman. Only what they've told you since coming back to your family. You remember arriving back at your house and noticing that people were living there, and you weren't sure who they were, but after years of spending time with them, you were informed by them that they were your children, now grown and now at a similar age to what you are. But the face that I sent you a photo of is indeed the face of your daughter, Alaya Horwinter.
Just as I'm lying there, I'll just hear me sort of whisper out as I stare and just looking at Alaya.
And with that, you successfully open your eyes. The name Alaya, as you say it, you breathe it, and it sort of actually, you're thinking it, but it just slips out of your mouth, and a bit of a gasp. You take a breath, and you are at 1 HP.
Let's go!
Let's try it.
Let's go!
Gensalor, you notice, sort of looking around this cavern, you turn around as this boy starts walking, this very, very small, tiny halfling boy walks out from behind these barrels here. You notice sort of the cavern is still quite dark and gloomy looking, but you notice a cliff, or a bit of a ledge sort of off in the distance here. And as you sort of flicker your eyes up, a bird flutters off and flies out in this direction. A black raven, and makes its way out of here. What do you do as this young boy approaches you, and he's kind of crying and sobbing, and Please don't hurt me, mister.
No. Am I wearing a hood?
Up to you. Are you wearing your hood?
No.
No. Cool.
No. I'm gonna bear the pain for a bit. I'm gonna lift my goggles up. I'm gonna kneel down to the probably. How tall would you say this halfling is?
Literally, like, I would say like under knee height. Like very small.
Right.
Like a 1-year-old, 2-year-old baby, but he's standing and is obviously like a lot older.
I'm just gonna kneel down and kind of reach my hand out to the child, kind of just implying that we're not here to harm him, but to rescue him.
Yusuf kind of like looks up and fear, and he sort of outstretches a hand, and he takes your hand.
Yeet.
Just King Kong him.
That's how we do it.
I'm gonna,
What do you do?
I'm gonna turn around to Cable, and I'm just kind of just look at him like, what is this? How do I deal with a child?
I'm preoccupied with something.
I'm
Oh,
gonna slowly pull myself up to just sitting on the ground and like sort of look around and look at everyone, and everyone's just chilling out, and I'm like,
Oops.
oh, hi. How's everyone? You okay? Anybody need healing?
Yeesh.
And I'll
Yes.
Darian, you
walk-
get up and you notice like sort of like as you get up, you're like, anyone need healing? You're kind of talking out of one side of your mouth. Derevi, as you step closer, you sort of notice this massive like footprint, kind of still mucked into like Darian's face, and he's kind of like, anyone need healing?
Yeah, like I forget. I sit up on the bench and I look at Derevi and I'm like, oh yeah, here. And I like pull the arrow out of my body and just hand it back to him.
Yes.
And then as I do, 1, 2, 3. The 3 people closest to me get 5 HP, and then they all get and then they get 5 max HP, and then I also give myself 5 max HP.
Brilliant.
5 HP.
Go ahead and make those alterations, guys.
Only a little bit, but I'm like,
You
I'm
see,
very
We're
sleepy.
healing.
you see, looking around, you notice the goblins that helped you guys to infiltrate this hideout. The smaller one of the two, he sort of jumps down, pats himself off, and the one on this side steps up and he goes, "Bunga, we did it. We don't have to work for them groggy idiots no more." Yes, and you see the smaller one says, "I know, this is a weird feeling. What are we gonna do?"
As I come to, I see the goblins. I'm like, oh shit! My face has been like, just turned back into max. Oh, to max.
They're gonna make a roll to see if they notice this.
Oh, yeah.
One
do a
of them
sleight of hand
does.
check.
Oh yeah. Roll sleight of hand. So the highest you have to get. One of them is gonna probably fail, but the other one is at 18. So if you beat at 18, or even deception check.
Oh, that's right. I got a 19.
Oh yeah, cool. But they don't notice. They're too busy engaged in their own kind of.
I just hide behind Cable as I stand up like.
Yeah, they're too busy like just marveling over the fact that they actually like stuck it to the man here and took out these like, gave it to these bandit leaders.
Get it to Mac and I look at the others. I say, oh. Well, I guess it's done then. Like, what does Mac sound like?
Yeah, he actually sounds like, oh, I guess it's done then. No, like,
I guess it's done then. I turned to the goblins. I'll be like, you did well, goblin friends. You stuck it to the man. I don't know what the boss says. I keep pretending that Horthus is the boss. I'm like, but I guess we pillage this cave and claim it as our own, and then maybe you can find us some other goblins who want to fight for the cause.
oh yeah, I might know a few.
I'm gonna walk in at this stage and just be like, "What the fuck is going on?"
Alright, haven't you met
Somebody want to catch me up to speed here? We got two goblins. We got a kid. Specs has got weird eyes. We got your faces. Hang on, I saw his face clearly. Your face is not your face. Like as far as I'm concerned, the only two normal people around here are me and Goggles over here. And I stand around him and just do this and look at horns.
Oh man.
Just going back to the end of last session, recapping really briefly, Darian spent most of the last part of the session training a young halfling boy named Laurie.
Derevi. I was like, hey, me!
Derevi, sorry. Back at the Cobblesmith farm, after which he caught up to the party here middle of battle. Or the tail end of the battle, really, by the time you caught up.
I managed to get one good arrow in.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I know it's quite thrilling, but really, if we have a moment, I'd like to take a rest. I am quite tired, it seems. Well, for an hour, I'll look over at the two goblins. I'll be like, the Horn God's gifts are magnificent. He blessed me with these powers. So, like, turn my head into, like, a different colored head. He goes, I don't know if you had anything you wish to pillage, but what you do, I suggest you collect the other goblins and spread the word, and we shall meet again. I'm just trying to get them out because I think Derevi's really gonna kill these fools.
Yeah, I sense the murderous intent as well.
We'll take some things with us and we'll head out. All right, Ponga, let's go. We'll make our way out and you see they start talking as they sort of walk off, going into a few crates along the way, just sort of pulling out some things, supplies, and then they sort of take off. And then sort of as they get to here, Bonga, the small one, he says, so, where did you want us to meet you?
Well, I go like, oh, do you have another camp that we can try and be?
Well, I think we're just gonna head back to Oddmount. There's a few goblin camps around that area.
Oddmount, that's good. Good, spread the word of
The Horned God.
the Horned God. I look at Horthus and be like, I'm gonna message him like, do you want me to use your real name or what? What do I call you?
Just keep using Horned God for now.
All right. You see sort of the larger, who seems more dopey of the two, and he's kind of like, right, remember, Horned God.
Oh, God.
We can do that. And then he's like, come on, Bonga, and he sort of picks up the younger one, chucks him on his shoulder, because there's quite a size difference. No, I say the younger, but the smaller.
I thought you meant the child. I was like, whoa!
Yeah. They take the child.
Yeah, we shall take the child as our
roll initiative.
We take the child as our 14th share.
Funny way of telling me I hit.
What are you guys doing now?
Well, I'm still waiting for a fucking explanation.
Go ahead and.
Well, like, I'll tell you over a nice short rest.
Possibly a long rest.
do you guys want to take a short rest and then say that you guys
I would
sort of
like to. We could all
catch Derevi up and go ahead and take a short rest, guys. There's some beds in this area here that if you want to like go lie down. There's heaps of food. There's tons of food at these tables
I guess
over here.
I'm gonna take a bunch of their food and like chuck it on the table. If we all sit down, we can just start eating their food.
Nice.
We're like, well, where do we start?
Actually, as these guys are taking a short rest, I'm going to, take this child home.
You're gonna take him? Yeah, go
I like walk him like. I think you shouldn't travel alone. Who knows what bandits are out there? Hey.
You see Dewey sort of look up at you and he says, "I miss my mommy."
Don't worry, child. You'll be home soon enough. I just don't want you to get caught up.
I'll pick up the child.
You can pick him up. He's tiny.
Yeah. I'll pick up the child and I will use one of my elemental gifts to give me fly.
You level 6 now. Let's go.
Hell yeah. Yeah, you successfully cast fly on yourself.
Then I'm just gonna look at these names are getting confusing. I got it.
The party guys?
Darian? Derevi.
Oh, Darian.
Cable.
Derevi.
Derevi.
Yeah, Darian. I'm just gonna look back at Darian. I'm gonna say, this guy's my friend. I'm sure that bandits can't fly.
Well, if you run out of flight in 10 minutes and drop the poor child to their death, that is on you, my friend. I mean, not that I know that it's 10 minutes. I mean, like, I don't know what crazy magic stuff you do, but just be careful, you know. I'm sure that child isn't as good as you as cheating death, if you know what I mean. As I'm just bleeding out on the table.
So, Jen, you pick up the small halfling boy and you start flying out of this cave. As you do, the rest of you take a short rest, and then we'll jump over to Jen shortly. But as you guys take a short rest, can I just please, who drank some of the tea? I did. Remember it was Darian and Cable, yeah? Cool. And Jen also, but you're gone, so this won't count for you. Can I get you both to please roll me
just
a d12?
A death saving throw.
d12.
Of Jen's high flying this kid around, let's go.
Meanwhile, someone just starts levitating and flying off that I've never seen before. I've never seen it happen. Still wondering what the fuck is going on here.
Goodness, that's a 1 for my d12.
Really?
I don't sound so upset,
So
Pete.
unfortunate.
Wait, was that a d12 or a d8? Oh, there was a d8. Sorry.
3. You both rolled terribly.
No, but there was a d8. Sorry.
Oh, there was a d8.
That was 11.
Yeah, that was a D as well.
11. 11, did you say?
Yeah, 11.
Cool. So you, as you sort of take the short rest, you sort of notice your body becomes relaxed, and
Petrified.
you get a sense of kind of restoration, and you go ahead and heal for 14 HP.
Oh, let's go.
Wait, 11? Yeah, 14. And you go ahead and heal for 6, Cable.
Like, oh, that tea really did a number. Well, I think it's the tea. It could have been the Toby. I must say, I tried a lot of new things today.
Brilliant. And we'll pause there real briefly, and then we'll jump across to Jen. You guys fly your way back to the Cobblesmith farm. And
Okay, so I didn't drop the child.
you didn't drop the child. You successfully make it back Let me just give me a couple of seconds to put these tokens back in. These guys will be up here. I wasn't expecting you to bring the child back this quickly. Where's your token? Oh, you're still there. And baby. Alright. You can control both of you. Oh, I can control too. You sort of fly into just from the top right there. You sort of fly back to the farm and you sort of land down here by this well. You notice sort of sitting on this couch underneath the porch here, sort of a crying Margaret who's sort of leaning into her husband Walter, and as they notice you approach, they quickly hop up and run down in excitement and run towards you guys. Do you still have the child?
Yep.
Dropped him halfway. The child, huh? Oh, shit.
Ah, dropped it.
I dropped the child. In a bush somewhere. Mommy!
Just put on some, I don't know if this is gonna be... That's sorry. And you sort of notice they run up to you and they, Dewey, and the smaller wife, she sort of runs up and grabs the son and the father. Walter's sort of going, "Son, you're back!" And he runs up to you and he says, thank you, sir. Where did you find him?"
He was in a cave north from here.
Was he with the bandits?
And some goblins.
And goblins? Did you kill them?
Yes.
Thank you, sir. I really appreciate that. And did Golemaya happen to be a part of the group that you found him with?
Was Calamine with the group though?
He was not. You do
I know
not
that chubby
remember
ass
seeing Calamine.
motherfucker. He wasn't there.
Someone's like, I hate that fool.
He lied to me.
I didn't see him there.
Oh, that's unfortunate, but look, if there's anything I can do, please. You and your friends, you're welcome to come back to the farm, and we'll put on a feast for you tonight. And we don't have much gold, but we do have a lot of stock and a lot of farm, a lot of vegetables and fruit.
I'm just gonna put my hand on his shoulder and look at him. Food will be nice. Thank you.
Oh, brilliant. Margaret, we got our son back. And he sort of walks over to Margaret, who's crying with this little boy in their arms, and he wraps his arms around both of them, these small little halflings, who are only literally like half your height, Jen, if that. And they say, well, sir, you're welcome to come back here at any time today, and me and my wife, my family, we're gonna put on a shindig for you. Thank you so much. And he grabs your hand again, and sort of Margaret looks at you and she's like, thank you, sir. You brought my baby home to me.
It was no big deal.
And they, you see, they start to walk off back inside, with a sort of upbeat, a bit more vigor in their step now, at their son being brought home to them. And they make their way inside. What is Jen doing now?
He's going to walk back now.
Brilliant, epic. You walk your way back. I'm gonna say by the time you get back to the cave, it's probably about the hour or the end of the long rest that everyone else is taking back in the bandit hideout.
Long rest.
I'm taking a long rest.
Oh, sorry, short rest.
Whoa,
Yeah.
whoa.
Sorry.
Hey, yo.
Yeah, mate. And then you really dawdled. You took 8 hours. You made you went the long
And you
way.
guys make it back to here. Oh, you make it back to here, Jen, and you guys have sort of rested and eaten. Is there anything else that you guys have done in the meantime while you guys have
I guess-
short rested? Long
Brought
rested?
Said
Derevi
he would
up.
like to investigate these bodies here. Caught Derevi up.
Yeah,
just
pulled in there, yeah.
at one point I
loot
would
the
have
bodies,
pulled
did
this
you say?
body and be like, "This is the bounty we're here to collect, Derevi." And just this freaking body of this dead dude next to us sitting on the table. Then I sort of moved his arm to like put my plate down and start eating.
Incredible. So among the loot that you guys find, you find a grey bandana. On a couple of you find a few bandanas. On a couple of these bandits up here. You also find on the goblin, you find a necklace made out of bones, like little sharp bones. It's kind of looks like a tribal, a few like little tiny skulls on it. You find a leather armor. Is probably the only armor that you find is still intact, or not completely smashed up. Would be a leather armor that you find on this guy here. You find 2 scimitars. You find 10 gold pieces. You find 3 daggers, and you find a small box. So just like a little wooden box. And you also find a note of parchment on Gareth here.
How many daggers was it?
3.
3 daggers. And how many bandanas?
2 bandanas.
Times 2. Very.
2
I just
grey
put various.
bandanas, yeah.
2 grey. Okay.
Yep.
2 grey. Are we able to investigate that note?
You pick up the note, and you see a few words on it. In a very rush, kind of messy writing, you see, Gal, we have the kid. We'll keep him here till you return. Gethro.
Oh,
Signed in Gethro's name.
Oh, so they haven't sent this letter yet.
It is obvious that they have not sent the letter yet. At this point, sort of, actually, Jen, can you roll an intelligence check for me? Or wisdom?
Check.
Yes, please. Just to check. Just a flat, like, wisdom check.
Last one, 9, but 8.
8. You faintly remember something about a bird that you noticed. What do you guys do now?
I'd like to step forward and investigate the crates. Is there anything of interest?
You find a bunch of crop vegetables, a lot of things you presume has been taken from the cobblesmith farm.
Okay.
A lot of supplies. You notice these massive sort of big barrels here. You sort of open up the nozzles on them. 2 of them are filled with water, and one of them is filled with a very watery wine, as if watered down. But one nonetheless. And yep, carry on.
That bird that flew past. I look at me like that bird that flew past. Did anybody get a good look at it?
I don't know if you would have seen it, and I think only Jen saw it. Because he was kind of looking at the young boy as he walked past. But if you say something, Jen, then
Yeah, I'd like to mention the bird that I may or may not have seen.
That bird. Anything interesting about it? Says odd birds in here. Usually there's bats. Wasn't carrying anything.
I don't believe so, but it was quite dark, so I couldn't get a good look at it.
Well, this note is here. I'm not sure if the bird could be ominous. We might want to move quick. But if we do have time, I suggest we try and get the village to come claim their stuff, or at least take it back. But it might be a bit too hard to carry.
What else was in the loot? Like a small box, did you say?
There was a small wooden box, like a little jewellery box.
Oh, can I investigate that, please?
You open up the box and you notice a bunch of jewellery inside of it.
Okay. Cool. Is there anything
I'm muting.
specific, like anything interesting on the little bone amulet?
If you would like to make a check, what sort of check would you like to do? There's nothing interesting. It kind of like it's got a couple of like, you know, just the spiky sort of teeth bones, sort of tied up by like a really coarse rope, and then yeah, at the center of it's just like a little skull of like probably some sort of small creature. It just looks like a tribal necklace at that sort of basic glance.
Was this
looking at it and turning it over?
Was the goblin mage the one that owned this?
It was the goblin mage.
Cool. So it's just a tribal necklace. Nothing too special about it.
Tribal necklace. From what you can tell, on a.
Whenever we get a spare 10 minutes, wait, I better check if I actually have. I have detect magic. But I guess that if we get a spare 10 minutes, I'd like to ritual cast detect magic just to see if it's magic. Oh, see if any stuff we got's magic. That's while we're clearing up.
Can I just do a quick history check on it?
Yeah, roll history. Good idea.
17.
17. You remember Horthus, that the first goblins that you guys ran into, and this is going back to day 1 of the campaign, they seem to be a particular tribe, and you have a sense that this might be another tribe, maybe a more a tribe that's more integrated with humans, or more integrated with these bandits, or you know, judging by the quite difference in the cultural necklace.
Cool.
To some of the first goblins that you met, which were a lot more hung at the penaway, you know.
Yeah. Hard. Yeah, that's sweet.
I look at Githra's body and I was like, do we take this back with us to get the bounty? Should we just take the head? What did we do last time? I can't remember.
Just the head.
It was just the head. Yeah.
Yes, it was just the head.
I'd like to. Is this like an overhanging archway, or is this like a wall?
No, it's just like a little step up. Like it's probably a foot high. Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'll step up. Can I roll perception? See what's in here.
Yeah. Roll perception.
Okay. Don't fail me now. 15.
You notice, a bedside table, a dresser, a little table there. It looks like this is probably somewhere where like the leader would sit, or like sort of live separated from everyone else. It's kind of like a really nice plushy chair at a table with some nice food on it. You notice a rather large bed, and next to the bed on the right, you notice a chest.
I'm going to stealthily walk over to the chest.
Roll stealth.
just
Or
watches.
you just like, you know, just
18.
like- yeah. You stealth your way over.
I'm gonna check for traps on this obnoxious chest.
Roll investigation. Open the chest. And you take a look inside.
From a distance?
Oh,
From a
distance.
distance.
Can you please roll a d20 for me? Just a straight d20.
Wild magic chest.
14.
You find in this chest, sort of at the bottom of it, sort of like lined with these massive round objects, you find 14 cannonballs
More cannonballs.
in this chest. You also
Very
find
nice.
a red flag with a symbol of an anchor on it. And you find a gold pouch. A pouch full of gold, sorry. Which you presume it's gold, and you sort of pull it out, and
Is it gold?
it is gold inside. Yes.
Okay. I will take the golden pouch. How much gold do I add to my?
You find 20 gold in this little pouch.
God, makes up for like someone who stole some from me.
Who stole? Stealing from a thief.
Interesting.
Going to walk away and make my way towards this fire, and I'm just gonna chill here for a bit.
You don't take any of the cannonballs?
No.
Cool.
From my detect magic, do I pick up anything?
You do not pick up anything magical on this necklace.
And just in general,
Or
because it's
around.
30 feet.
Or on anything.
Do I notice a certain someone next to next to Horthus?
Oh, sorry. It took me a while to realize what was. You already know about the.
I do, yeah, but
You've
I
found out-
don't know.
He just
I
wants
just
to
know
make
that
sure.
there's someone following him. Because I'm still checking this thing out.
Let me just have a little quick read about. the
Yeah,
magic.
it depends. Yeah, whether he's invisible and following, or he might be in another plane. If he's in another plane, then I can't see him.
I think
yeah,
it's
no,
just
you won't
invisible,
notice
right?
anything.
Well, it depends if he's following you at the moment.
You won't notice anything.
He's in the plane. I look like okay. I'll like hand out. I'll be like, hey, we got some gold. It's only 10 gold, but it's only fair. And I'll look around and be like, where's Derevi? And I'll be like, oh well, I guess I'm not too good with math. I'll be like 10
Wow.
gold.
Where's Derevi? I'm not too good with math.
But no, I just say I'm not too good with math, so I like, is it like 2.5 GP? Is it 10 gold divided by 4?
Oh, what you guys found before? Is that
Yeah, it was like 10 gold, eh?
Yes, it was 10 gold. Yeah.
Like, oh, we can part this out and just part out the rest of the bounty money when we get it. Oh yeah, by the way, I turned my rapier into a giant freaking one of those headsman's X.
Yes.
My face just
Massive.
morphs into thrust, just turns into this orc as I just smile and just yes, and just freaking and then chop this dude's head off.
Is it a temporary transition, or is it like...
Yeah,
you
it's
want-
pretty much like a
Okay.
power up. Yeah, I'm just like yeah,
Okay,
like his
cool.
face just pops up and whoops.
Yeah, awesome.
I don't control my emotions at that point, so he just comes out
Yeah.
and like he's so excited.
Cool.
So
ahead.
he just rolls off, and I'll be like, "My ancestors are smiling at me, Imperial. Can you say the same?" Damn filthy
Very
Stormcloak! Damn death to the Stormcloaks!
You must be a Stormcloak.
Follow me into the keep.
Oh, you're finally awake.
They said we're going to Hogan.
Oh yeah, this music's gonna get a hella copyrighted, eh?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Shit.
I'll change it.
Looking around, there isn't. We sort of explored. When I walked with the goblins around, I didn't see anything of interest. It was just pretty much just pathways, eh?
You
So
you did not. It was just pathways. Kind of. Led around this cove. There was a few like reinforcements, sort of like spear made out of wood, kind of. But nothing of significance.
So looking at that tribal necklace might do good. I just look at the loot. I wrote it down because it's easier than typing for me.
Yeah.
Does anybody want any of this? We got scimitars, we got daggers, we got leather armor. That leather armor, who did it belong to? Wasn't Githro, eh? Oh, was
No,
the
it
old
wasn't
mate.
Githro. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you know
Githro's
what?
is smashed.
I'll
Along with the rest of them.
Yeah, with his head, I'll just tie the head to my belt. I'll look over at old eye patch mate. Does he look cooler than Mac?
The guy that's dead on the ground here?
Yeah.
He does look cooler than Mac, although his face looks a bit like munty. It's just
That's
like one of
right.
those real kind of tough nut face. He's sort of got these massive ass mutton chop like moustache that comes down into his mutton chop, just connects.
I'll take his armor and then I'll just look at him and then I'll remember his face. Just
I will too.
I look deeply and I remember him talking to me, so I can be like,
Ben, do
I got
you
you, baby.
tell the rest of the party about the cobblesmiths inviting you guys back?
No.
Nah, yeah.
Full heel turn. The dinner's only for me.
Yeah, then, like you guys are in combat later on, and he's like, "I fly back to the cobblesmith."
Yeah.
go to
I
the
leave for
feast.
dinner. The purple baby got me. Take the head. I'll look at the rest and be like, well, I guess if this is it, maybe we should head back. Let someone know that there's a lot of stuff that could be reclaimed, for these families. I see there's water. I know they're having water issues, although the well's back, so not sure how good water is now, but it is what it is. Perhaps they'll pay us.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, what are we here for again? It was this, right? It was the.
A few reasons, yeah, you guys.
Yeah.
Was
The boy.
was the boy.
The boy.
And,
You got to
also for a bounty, which you didn't actually know was there.
Yeah.
Until you stumbled in. And
Yeah, I was just like Githro, and then the person's like Githro, and I was like Githro. It's time to get paid.
Have we killed Gallamire as well?
You have
No,
not
we
killed
have not.
Gallamire
Alright,
yet.
okay.
Derevi,
Yes.
what are you doing?
Well, because it's so fucking cold in real life, I'm trying to warm up by the fire.
You're warming up. You notice a sort of a skillet full of with sausages just sizzling away. The smell kind of permeates throughout the area that you're in. They're still like kind of sizzling. They're going on the point of being like blackened. Obviously now no one's looked at them for over an hour. They're kind of like, they're not directly on the flame. They're just kind of sitting near it, and the ones closer towards the flame are kind of starting to shrivel up quite a bit.
I kind of like get it and put it to the side and just keep staying warm. Is there like a nearby apple or something?
Yeah, you notice, sort of, actually not around here, but you remember sort of in these crates were some fruit and vegetables.
I'll make my way back and start like digging through for an apple, and then I'll look at the party and go.
Love that guy. Love that guy.
Well, I'll walk over to the party, being like, well, I still have no fucking idea what's going on, so
All I know is that we'll be getting paid. I'm not sure how much, but I pull out the head of Gethro. It's like, this guy is Gethro. Say hello, Gethro. Hello.
I walk over and grab the head,
Yes.
and then go like get it. I'm like, hello.
Jesus Christ.
I'm like, I'm like,
You
oh,
guys,
come on,
like,
man.
There's
But
like
I'm like,
blood dripping from underneath. Like it's still like freshly dead. Like there's blood all over the place. You like put your hand up and like say hello,
yeah,
and
it's
more
just
blood. Like
covered
just
in blood. You just like wipe it
Yeah.
on your pants. Like, I said we collect this bounty and be on our merry way. Anybody a necromancer can revive these people? Not yet.
No, it is not for me to do.
These are not my.
It's not for them to
Not
decide.
yet.
I look
All
over.
they must decide. Sorry.
I look over and go, "You're a necromancer."
No. No.
Roll deception.
Necromancer is a dirty word. I prefer reviver or dead things.
I just say I have dabbled.
Bedeviled.
In the
I've
process.
dabbled. I've dabbled.
I've dabbled in the process of bringing things back to life. Not people, though.
Not yet.
Gonna
Yes.
make a charisma check. Just give me. Yeah, that's high enough. I too used to be a deadlifter.
A deadlifter.
roll
I
roll
appreciate
insight. Roll insight there. If you like to, Horthus.
Might as well.
Horthus, you've got the jewelry box, eh? So I won't put it in my
Yep,
inventory.
I've got it on me.
Anybody
do you
want a
want me
bandana? Oh, like Derevi, you want a bandana? It matches your hood. It's a
No.
spray bandana.
My hood matches the bandana.
So it
My
should be.
insight check was 5.
You kind of believe the deadlifting. If not, you're kind of like you look at him and the charisma of this man. You're like,
He like he just says, "Yeah, I've dabbled in dead and raising the dead too." You're just like, "Oh,
yeah, it's like that. It's that much. Just that.
As I walk off, I'm gonna say, "Come on, everyone! It's time to raise a family."
Horthus, as he says this, can you please roll me a wisdom saving throw?
Ooh.
14.
As he says, raising a family, you stop.
Fuck.
You stop in your tracks.
Damn! You don't cut to the quick."
Everyone else starts walking out, kind of, and you just stop and look down for a second at these words, and you think back to a past memory of when you actually tried to raise your family from the dead, and you know that no one else knows about this, and that Derevi never meant anything by it, but it hits a nerve.
Now you want to kick his ass.
it hits a nerve for you, and it takes you a moment to regroup, to pull yourself back together and make forward with the back of the party.
Sorry, that goblin wizard, what was his name? Mongo, eh?
Bonga.
Bonga. That's the
Bonga was the little one. Oh, the big one was Bonzi.
Oh no, the one that we killed.
The mage.
Oh,
I know we got
Did
his
you
name.
guys-
Was it Mongo?
oh, you did get his name?
Yeah.
Hang on. It was. I've got it over here.
Bunga.
Bongo?
Bingo, bango, bongo,
Oh, here
bingo.
it is. What name did you have?
I thought it was Mongo. Is it not Mongo?
Hang on. Oh, I'm
I thought it sounded like bongo.
trying to find my notes here.
Bolo.
It was obviously an unimportant name that I just made up on the spot. Yes, we'll go with Mongo.
Mongo. It's right. It's
I
just
did
so I
write
can.
it down, but I don't have it in my notes.
All right. With that, we shall set off. As if we're all walking out, I'll walk past Derevi and I'll be like, "Hey, it's not much, but here's your cut," and I'll give him 2.5 gold pieces, and then just walk off.
Gonna look at you and go, well, it's a bit of a down payment, but okay.
Just let out
One of those sarcastic, like, yeah, you do the Hawkeye when he's like, with Derevi, he walks off and you're like, no one would know.
No. Just like as he walks off, just look behind her and just go to the guy. Friggin' Chandlering behind him. No.
Oh,
He's alright. So
You
we got
guys-
the ladder going now.
You guys depart the cave, yeah?
Just
Yes,
just be annoying. I'm gonna be like, hey, I'm just gonna. I saw another entrance the other way. Just out of curiosity, I might just go check it.
No, it's literally a wall. There's no entrance. Sorry,
What?
I know the map shows one, but it's
Okay,
literally
okay,
just-
I'll thank
it
you,
looks
'cause
that
I was-
way.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like this, but I was
yeah.
thinking, but
And then
Probably
we find out that the BBG has been living
Theater
in
of mind
that
for
cave.
this part here. Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
Theater of mind. Yeah.
I was like, I walked
But when you
past there.
come back, it's been dug out, and now another.
Yeah, and now there is, and then you're like,
There's something
"Ha-ha,
I prepared earlier.
you should have checked that cave when you came last time because there was
it's
a
an
dragon."
illusory wall.
It's literally,
It's
I didn't want to cover it up in the map, so we've got, yeah. You guys make your way out? Oh, Jen, sorry. Yep.
I'm gonna just, as we're walking along, I'm gonna turn to Cable. Now I'm just gonna try and ask him for a favor. I'm gonna turn to him and I'm gonna show him my book. And I'm gonna have about 3 gold pieces in my other hand. Now I'm gonna try and hand him over my book. And I ask him, is it alright if I take a risk? Hold on to me.
Nice.
Make it 6 gold pieces.
Yeah.
Pay 3 now. Pay 3 later.
Mm.
If you don't drop my book.
Make 6 now.
Oh, persuasion.
Jeez, we're gonna be all day.
Let's
So-
go. Cable just fucking. Oh, you want a short rest? Oh, I pay me.
I'm finna make some cash here. Wait, are you actually gonna like make the roll or? Yeah, go.
Persuasion?
Roll
I
Yep,
forgot you could just
persuasion
sleep in your book, you motherfucker.
Cable, you roll what's opposing of insight?
Yeah. Against persuasion. Ugh.
Yeah. Roll insight.
Or just charisma.
Cable got a 13. Oh, Jen got a 14!
Very nice, boys.
13.
Oh, hell yeah,
You,
+7.
you feel this overwhelming sense of I have to do my bro a solid at this point. Cable. You take the gold that he's offered you, and then Jen jumps into his book. Jen, are you wanting to spend some book time, or are you just going to have a quick short rest? Or
Let's have a short rest.
okay, cool. You jump in the book into your spectral library, which you sort of, as you get in there, you notice the mantle place where normally would be glowing with Hermaeus's essence. It's just blank at this moment in time. As you take your short rest, Cable, you catch up with the rest of the party. Cable, you catch up with the rest of the party as you walk sort of past this. You see this rock here, and you go. You're holding the book and you're like, no one would know.
Hey,
The temptation to leave it on the rock. No, but you make your way back up to the rest of the party, and I will change the map over. Are you guys? Is there just? I mean, we might be able to do this next part just instead of mine. Is there anything that you guys particularly where you wanted to go? What you wanted to do?
For me, I guess their head's bloody, so if we can claim their bounty.
So you're going to head back to the village. All right, cool. I'll pull this up.
As we're walking over, I'm gonna be like, "Hey, where's Jen?" To Horthus and Cable. As
Cable, as you catch up, you see Darian ask you this. Been asleep.
Just like, oh, he's in there?
Okay. I think so.
It's been about 10 minutes. He would have already, I guess, rested. I was gonna, try to throw it on a roof or something, so when he wakes up, he's just like on top of the roof, just like, what the fuck?
Put him on like a piece of wood and put him in a river or something, or a lake, so he wakes up and falls in.
Need 5 feet. Need 5 feet for his book. Just float him out. No, he's good. He needs the rest. He flew that kid all the way home. Did you see that? I didn't even know he could fly. Where do you pick that up from?
Why didn't you use that earlier?
Can any of you guys fly? All I can do is create darkness and blind everyone apart from Jen.
Cable, do you have the amulet on you?
Technically, yes.
Is it?
Technically.
Oh yeah, technically in Jinsulor's bag of holding inside the book.
Jen, can you please roll a d20 for me? Just a flat d20.
20. Yay. Means I got the high one. 9.
You hear a voice from within your spectral library. The voice of your deity, Hermaeus. Gentilor, why have you brought that back in here?
Keeping it. I'm just going to pat my bag of holding.
Technically in another plane.
Being tempted. You should not bring that back here, Chancellor.
It's just for an hour. I'll just be gone.
Be that as it may. Twice I can restrain myself. But a third time, I might not be so lucky.
Understood.
And sort of that's the end of that interaction there.
Jed's got to be rolling deception checks every time he comes in there with the thing. Like, it's not in there. It's not in there. Don't even look at my bag. Don't even look at me.
Cool. What are you guys doing now?
Look at this head and just be like, Lodge? Is that a...
Gonna walk straight to Vastok.
I'll if Derevi goes that way, I'll go claim the. Oh well, he's going to the bounty. Yeah.
He's in the same place. Yep.
Yep. I'm going to rush ahead of everyone else.
2 moments.
And we will all be quickly following right behind you.
I'm gonna like message Horthus. Just like, why is this guy so shifty? God.
Half tempted to fucking Zephyr Strike just to.
So is everyone coming to the tavern? Just prepping tokens.
I think we're down
All of us are?
a Specs.
Yeah, except for Specs. Specs is not there.
He's in there. He's still chilling in the book.
Who am I missing? I'm missing. Oh, wait, not
Specs. Specs.
Derevi. No.
I'm at the door.
I kicked down the door.
No, I'm on
Secret
another,
DM stuff.
I'm on another map.
Say no more.
Just getting your guys' tokens ready.
As I walk in, gonna turn around to Horny, go pull out the head. This might raise a few spirits.
Do I laugh? Do I laugh at that?
Do you laugh at that?
Make a charisma saving throw whether you laugh at it.
It depends. Do you laugh?
I rolled a 15.
What's your DC?
Do I laugh?
Oh, wait.
Do I laugh? Yeah,
Do I laugh?
ask the DM.
Do you find it funny?
Yeah, I'll give it a chuckle.
You give it a chuckle. All right, epic. You guys pop up in the tavern.
As
you
we
notice
walk
it's
in, I'm gonna say under my breath, "Working these zombies to the bone, Jesus."
You notice the tavern's not as empty, or the inn, sorry, is not as full or as busy as it was this morning. You sort of notice one man sitting down at the end having a quiet drink, and the young halfling girl standing by the piano playing a few tunes on her fiddle, and a young halfling, well, a quite plump halfling sitting up the raise here on the smaller where the tables are a little bit smaller, a little bit shorter, and he's sitting up there having a drink. Also, you approach Vastok, and as you do, he sort of steps up to the bar and says, "Oh, adventurers, how do you do today?"
Bounty claim.
Fine, thanks. Boom.
Yeah.
Plonk the bloody sort of head all over the vessel. You see, he just looks at his bench and he's like, "What? You could have brought it in
This
a bag or
is
something."
one gift throw, but you'd have to open the bag and check it. And that's just unnecessary. Now you can see it. It's in your head.
Yeah, look, no worries. What is it?
It is the head of Gethro. This is the guy you're
You see,
after.
he kind of looks after it, turns around, and he kind of, oh yes, from the bounty. Sure, I'll take that. So he sort of like he goes and grabs a crate and brings it up to the table and like pushes into this little box that he got from behind the wall there, and he takes it behind the bar, sort of pops back out and says, "Oh, brilliant! Where did you find them?"
Just around.
Oh,
He was
roll deception check. He's gonna roll insight. He rolled a 9.
Yeah. I'm gonna sound very obvious, but I will do a deception check, and it is a 29.
Oh, he fully believes you. Oh, that ain't. Well,
he just
that's
wandered
a
around the
pretty-
street, and we took his head. Just we're like, "Hey, you Gethro?" He was like, "Yeah, I'm Gethro," and then we were like, "What?" And now we have it.
Up with your head. You see, sort of, oh great, that's quite a hefty bounty. Pulls out this bag of gold and he starts counting out. Sort of drops one bag, drops another bag, drops another bag, and another bag of gold. He's got these 4 sort of coin pouches.
And I will take all of them.
No, I will instantly.
Roll sleight of hand.
I'm gonna
Both
slide a
of you.
hand up too because I already knew this was coming.
15.
Yeah.
That's 19.
Fuck!
And,
Yes!
You
I just
successfully grab
slap
all
him
4 pouches, Darian. And you see Bestdog looks at you both and he kind of says, oh, I'm sure that you can share the gold around.
Yeah, it's like, of course. It was like, it says, money's only temporary. It's friendship that matters. Jesus. Slap his hand and I'll just check how much money is there.
You count 400 gold pieces.
Jesus Christ.
Jeez.
Okay. Math.
Yeah,
I'll be like, as I look over 400, I see each bag full of 100 gold. I'm like, nice. This is good enough for 4 people. You know me. I'll 400. Okay. Let me do some math.
You're looking for any more bounties? Horthus brought a new one in this morning. It's hanging up.
Oh yes, of course. I guess these bounties are good, and if it pays like this, that's perfectly fine. 80 gold, so that's 80 gold each.
Nice.
I'll be like, as we part it out, I'll be like, hey, that's like, you wouldn't happen to have another bag? Split this.
Should.
Alright.
He pulls out another coin pouch.
So we got 5 pouches of 80 gold.
That'll be 5 gold. No, that's like charges you more.
I guess I'll hand out. I'll give 2 pouches to Cable, just so he can. I'll be like, one's Jen's. Hey, just want you to like drop it.
Jen owes me money anyway. Don't worry about it.
You just drop it through the hole and just see if it hits him in the head. Just like.
So is anyone looking at the bounty board?
So it's on the bounty. He didn't have it.
He didn't have it. It's on the bounty board. Yeah.
Where is the bounty board again? Was it over here?
Over here.
Somewhere here.
Over here.
I'm greatly disappointed. I'll snake my bag of 80 gold and leave.
Disappointed with 80 gold. This man.
You leave.
This man who
man lives
you
in the
owe.
woods with no money.
Derevi,
Man
you
steals
walk out
our
of
money.
the inn quite hastily as Horthus goes to look at the bounty board. Horthus, you notice again it's got that same sign that's just like warning, be careful for bandits. You don't notice any like other bounties for like ahead, except for one. And it kind of strikes you, this bounty. It really, like, the moment you see it, you kind of get a shock because you don't see many people of your race around. But on this bounty, you notice this pink tiefling girl, and it says sort of on it. It actually has a name, and it also has a little kind of warning underneath, and it says, said to be dangerous, do not approach, and the name is Estrid. Estrid. Estrid.
When he comes back, I'll ask how much the bounty is, if there's a bounty price. No bounty price?
Is there a bounty price?
It's 1,000 gold pieces.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
I'll take the bounty off the board. Is there anything else on the board, or was that the only one?
So much hate right now.
Do you? So you take the bounty off? Do you pocket it?
Yeah.
All right, brilliant. You pocket the bounty. What else did you ask? Sorry.
Was there anything else on the board?
There was nothing else except for the bandit warning.
Okay, and we already know.
Oh,
about
sorry.
that.
No. Sorry, there is one other. It's not a bounty, but you notice a note that's been pinned on the board, and it says, It says needed at the Meadow, and that's all it says.
Oh, the Meadow.
The Meadow
Good
girl.
old the Meadow. That's where we were going. The Meadow. Where is it?
That's right. We keep getting sidetracked.
No, this
Do
one's
get
pretty good.
sidetracked.
Made a bit of money.
I'll leave
Uh,
that note there and commit it to memory,
Yep.
and walk back to the group.
Brilliant. Is anyone else doing anything inside the tavern? Or the inn?
Just
The inn.
can
Sorry,
I
I keep calling it tavern.
just out of curiosity, can I insight check these the three? I guess this one's just playing, so that's okay. But
The three people
Yeah,
inside the tavern.
yeah, just
We've
to see
met
if-
the
Again, you've
the
met
piano
Carthus,
girl.
and you've met Carthus. He was the guy who came with you that you guys
Oh, it is
saved in day
Carthus.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it looks like he's sort of just refreshing. Like he's already gone out somewhere, and he's come back now to bring more like courier and whatnot.
Oh, yeah, I'll sit on the other side and be like, Carthus friend, how are you?
Most likely.
Darian.
Most likely.
He remembers your name. He notices you and he says, "Oh, adventurers. I'm doing fine. How are you?"
Yeah, good. How's the test going? Everything all right? You feeling better?
Oh,
Just
a
going
lot
back
better
when you
thanks to
fucking
you.
died?
Again, me and my family, we are so grateful
Oh,
for everything you did. In most campaigns, people let me die, but you saved me.
I like look at him. I'm like, no man left behind. Oh wait, no child left behind. No child.
You see,
left behind.
as you approach Horthus, he sort of stands up and he says, "Oh, Horthus," and he reaches out his hands. "It's nice to see you again."
Oh,
I'm
take
gonna-
his hand again.
I'll look at me like, I gotta say, hadn't you guys seem to have met each other before? Did I already ask
Yes.
this? I wasn't writing notes last time.
Been a while.
I do know Horthus. Well, not really him, but I did some work for his beloved.
Oh, you're married. That's that was a
He
bit
said,
presumptuous.
I'm sorry, Horthus. If I've overstepped, I didn't mean.
Stepped.
It's
Don't
not a
worry,
problem, Carthus.
I'm married too. It's been. Oh, I can't remember how long. Guess like that sometimes, huh?
Hmm,
Nice.
I understand that.
Can I just inside check? Is this a sore subject? Just so I know to drop it.
Roll insight.
I just keep
do you
talking
wanna
about
pose
marriage,
Horthus,
like
or you-
love is a difficult thing, you know.
Yeah, just roll an insight check, Darian, and see if you can sort of.
I go
gauge what
like
this is for.
I go at 18. I go at a Derevi level of
It's pretty. Yeah,
of not
It's-
acknowledging that there's something wrong.
it's pretty insightful. You get the feeling that this might be a sore. Is it for Horthus?
I would say that it is, but he's slowly, very slowly coming to terms.
In terms of it, yeah. Cool.
Is it like I'm like as all taken men, it can be a difficult time, but you don't have to cherish the times you have together. Look forward to better ones.
You see, Carthus, as he's kind of still listening to your guys' conversation, he says, "Yes, I can only imagine what it would have been like for my family if I did not make it back that day.
I believe in another
I
universe.
used to be an adventurer like you guys, and then I took this career job, and
Yeah, I took this.
It was
I
like
took
an
this
arrow in my knee.
I just, man, if this eject, make him like. So how is it banging someone half your size? It's like lifting up a parcel. Just a little gently.
You'd be like, you haven't
Oh,
been
is
with
that
a
right?
dwarf before.
Yeah. I'm afraid my lifestyle has been quite vanilla. I've only been with the one woman since as far back as I can remember. Being an actor, you have a lot of I don't know, you say groupies or roadies.
Oh,
But
you're
you
an
know
actor, friend. What do
Oh
you
yes,
do?
I used to be. I did the circuit, you know, Neverwinter, Whiterun, Baldur's Gate, Guitar. Yeah,
I've been to Whiterun before. It is quite a splendid village.
yeah. That Jarl though,
Surrounded
isn't
by
he? Isn't he
desolate
something?
lands of green
He's
and very dangerous mammoths and
yeah. And there's always this one guy who keeps talking about the Dragon Quarter. I don't think he's ever been.
I used to work for the Greymanes up at the Iron Forge.
Oh really?
The Sky Forge.
To be honest, the first person who approached me was a Battleborn, so I sided with them.
Well, it is brilliant.
You're like, wow, I guess we can never be friends if you're the Battleborns.
It's okay, friend. I am truly a Stormcloak.
I like the Jarl, but I hate the Imperials.
We just turned this into a full-on like Skyrim DLC campaign.
Yeah.
We're
Just a little
playing a
one-shot.
Skyrim campaign, yeah, one shot.
By the way, Ulfric
Actually, I'd
Stormcloak
be
is
down to
looking
do,
for
like, a
men.
Skyrim one shot one day.
You can find them. You can find them in fucking wherever he lives.
I always play a stealthy
Women
rogue.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Always a stealth.
Where is
actor.
he? Where is he? Cable,
Stealthy.
as you sort of walked up behind like this this halfling man,
Gotta
you notice
slit
like
his
because the floor is slightly raised, but for a normal tall like a tall man, it's like you can just like lean down on this bar right next to this guy's head if you want to say anything to him or and
Yeah.
just sitting there drinking.
It was like, knock on a book and then give the book to the little guy.
You see, he grabs the book and he's like, "Oh, thank you there. What is this book?"
Just walking away.
You just start walking off. You walk off. He kind of stands there with this book, kind of like looking confused as hell. Sort of
Like a
goes to
dick
turn
in
a
the box?
page. Jen, are you
Just a chin
Have I
pop
been
out.
in there long enough for a short rest?
what is it? Yours? Yeah, I'd say you've been in there for a rest. Yeah.
Took about an hour to walk.
Not on the book and hand it over,
Yeah.
I'll pop out.
Like a jack in the box.
As he's handed it over, or while he's sort of.
Yeah, like, while it's like kind of in between him and...
And
Like
and
he
Cable-
goes to read a page and you just pop out.
Yeah. You pop out at that moment as he's sort of just taken the book, and you sort of notice Cable starting to walk away, and you kind of look confused. This small halfling man, he's gonna make a roll.
He dies of shock.
He sort of moves back and is like, what's going on?
I suppose the
as he
Toby's
just
heading you, young
notices
one.
this book, and he's like, "Oh, I stay away from that Toby." No. It's not good for someone of my profession.
Oh,
I'm gonna look at Cable. I'm gonna look at the man. Can I see him holding the book?
You do.
I'm gonna look back at Cable and I'm gonna look back at the man. I'm gonna just snatch my book back.
You like snatch it back, and the man's like, "Oh, okay. I mean, I presume it's yours. You kind of just popped out of it. I've never seen that before. Say, you guys the adventurers I've been hearing a lot about."
yes. We are the company of the horny god.
No, there's 5 of you, right? You guys aren't the Guardians, are you?
Loosely.
Loosely, the Guardians. We've heard
Guardians
tales in
of
these
the
areas.
galaxy. It's their guardians.
The Guardians of the
Multiverse.
of the woods, Guardians of the wilderness. You guys have heard. Well, if you are indeed the Guardians, I thought it was just a rumor, but Well, there's been sayings that you guys have been around here protecting us like villages, as small villages and little establishments around these lands.
I must say,
I mean, it's a pleasure to meet you.
well, I've never been familiar with these guardians. They've been around for years, huh?
Well, I just thought it was a rumor. Obviously not. Oh, Balmo got it wrong again. But then again, I mean, who knows what's a rumor? We never thought we'd have devilish monsters plaguing the village, but then that happened a couple of months ago until you guys again.
I'm like, hey, his name's Horthus, and he's a tiefling, and I just pat Horthus on the back like,
Oh,
I'm not even. I'm still like having a small conversation with Carthus, and I don't hear what the guy says, and I just
yeah.
feel this pat on my shoulder. I turn around and go, "Yes."
I'm like, don't worry, man. Hey, don't worry, I got your back, man. I got your back, Jack. Bitches be crazy.
It's the confused look on my face.
Wait, what was that? Some new flashing? Oh, yummy things.
Some what is it? Those those curry puffs in Thailand.
Curry puff? I have not had a curry puff.
Bro, I think
They're pretty good.
like sweet curry.
Damn.
They're like
Sounds-
mini samosas.
Oh, I know. Everyone's had a curry puff except for me.
You're missing out, Pete.
You gotta get with it, mate.
Cool. So, Horthus, was there anything particular that you want to talk to Carthus about?
No. I think we were just making
Just catching
small
up.
talk.
Yeah, small talk. Cool. No worries. While you guys are doing that, was there anything anyone want to say to Belmo? Who he's obviously said his name is Belmo.
Belmo.
Yeah, that's what I was doing.
Belmo.
He's good.
Bel.
But he doesn't.
It's Balmo.
Okay, Balmo.
Hey.
I was gonna like Belmo,
Balmo.
like Elmo. I was just gonna put doesn't smoke Toby. It's cool. After this, I'll make my way to the shop eventually. Once
before
we're
you go,
in.
can I? And he puts out his hand. It's like, nice to meet you. I didn't really introduce myself. If you guys are the Guardians, please stop by my house on you whenever you guys want, and I'll provide you guys with some honey. My name's Meka Kable. If you need anything while you're here, please just let me know. Am I allowed to tell the rest of the villagers that you guys are in fact the Guardians?
Well, I wouldn't want to get their hopes up, but you can say we're Guardians. But when they ask those Guardians, you say no, the other Guardians. Just so they know.
Okay, all right.
Now you can
just
call us
confused.
the Company of the Horny God.
No worries.
Or
Well, like
Horthus
I
Heroes.
said, if you guys need some honey at any point, we got the finest honey in all of Ravenwood, so don't mind stopping by.
I do love honey.
For just a little bit of honey.
Little taste of honey. I'll make my way over to the shop.
Oh, but friend, don't go without stopping to get some honey, please.
Oh, boo.
You
I
guys
need
take
honey.
off. Is anyone else wanting to do anything here? Or you guys all taking off?
Yeah, I'll wait till a full group again to pull out the bounty.
Cool. While you guys are doing that, we're going to jump across to Darian, who you guys aren't there. It's just Darian. Darian, you take off.
Derevi?
As you step out, sorry.
Derevi.
Why is there too many? Like, you guys need to change the D up, man.
You're a shapeshifter. Change your form.
Yeah, change your name,
These D names
shapeshifter.
are
That's
getting
not
my
how it
wires
works.
crossed, bro. Derevi.
I'll be called
I'm gonna
Darian.
walk over here immediately and bang on the door and ask him if my arm is ready.
You hear? Hang on, I'm just changing the music up. This one. You saw as you step out, you notice like the sun is going after. It's getting late afternoon. You walk up to the sort of like 1-2 p.m. Or early afternoon. You knock on this door and you hear a chuk 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 chuk, sort of walk up to the door. Opens the door and he's like, "Oh, you're back. Well,
Yep.
I'm finished with your armor." He sort of pulls it out and he's like, "So, puts out the other hand and says, gold first, please."
I go to like reach, and I'm like, I've already paid you.
Roll a deception check.
Wow.
Wow.
18.
Wow.
That's a 1.
Is that a net one?
That's a 1.
Please tell me that was a net one.
Yes.
Oh, the nut one, nice. Yeah.
Yes, buddy.
Well earned, buddy. Well earned.
Fantastic.
Well earned.
I feel sorry for this poor halfling man. You know, he works hard. Bugger. You see, he goes. He's kind of like, "Oh, yeah, you might have done that. Yeah. Sorry, I had this moment. I forgot all about it." And he sort of puts out this armor and hands it to you. He says, "Oh well, if you need anything else done, you know where to come. Come back to Clates, and by the way, you wouldn't mind doing a favor for me, would you?"
For gold?
I look over the armor. Is it like pristine?
It is immaculate work.
I look over it and then I look back at him and I'm like, what can I do for you?
If you ever go to Parthens, he's got a tinker's tool in there that I've been trying to get my hands on for a while now. He won't sell it to me because, well, there's a lot of bad blood, but if you could get me that tinker's tool, I could make some alterations on a few other weapons for you. Now, I don't know a thing or two about magic, but I know how to make weapons better, so...
I pull out a short sword and I said, can you make this lighter?
So he looks at the short sword. He's like looking up, he's like, I could possibly do that.
And I pull out my tinker's tools.
He looks at your tinker's tool, he sort of goes through it. And he says, okay. He rolled a nat 20. He looks at it and he says, these aren't much different to the tools that I've got, but one of the tools in particular that Parthen's got is might have a little bit of magic in it. So,
right. Well,
if you ever get the
How
chance,
did I not
don't
pick up
worry
this
about
magic
it.
thing last time?
well, I've got.
He doesn't keep it in his shop, but that's out of game. That's out of game.
I put my arm on his shoulder. So, point the way. Where do these tools lie?
Well, I thought you might ask him, and he might offer him to you for a trade or something. I don't really know where he keeps them. I'm not a thief, so otherwise I would have stolen them myself. But hobbits don't steal. Nor do they wait. No,
I was waiting for something.
Just go into a Gandalf spiel. No, but he says, we're not thieves. No.
You have one.
Yeah, I don't know where he has them, but if you ask him, he might give them to. He just won't let me get them because, well, again, there's bad blood.
Bad
there.
blood. I got the sense. Well, I'll be back. And I just leave very, very swiftly and walk over to this man.
Closes the door.
Pick him off his chair.
You walk up to this man, you notice he's kind of like sitting there, he's got like a bit of like a book on his lap, and he's got his walking stick next to him, and he's kind of just in this like little rocking chair. And he's just kind of sitting there, and he's like...
As I approach... Oh, Old Man Dusk!
You fool! Did you just wake me in I was having a nap. My morning nap.
Must be a good morning book.
Yes. What do you want?
You notice that he says morning nap though, and it's completely in the afternoon. Like,
I'm happy that someone picked up on that. I'm gonna be like, I'm after some tinker's tools. I've been told Parthens is the man to speak to, and I thought, well, I best come and ask you what his weakness is.
You're asking me about Parthens. Why don't you go ask Parthens and let me continue with my rest?
Parthens about Parthens.
Sharp as a tack, old man. And I'll walk off.
Mm-hmm.
And I enter Parthens.
you see, so as you turn around, he's like just lets out a groan, and he sort of lies back in his...
Now where was I? And he starts
looking at his book, and he starts turning in it, and like almost before you even get to Parthens, he's like...
At this point in time, I'd just like to let the party know that Dosk 100% is a tiefling.
Dusk?
Old man Dosk.
Dusk.
Dusk.
Yeah, I was like, huh?
I thought it was Dosk. That's my bad.
Dusk.
Because it is like nearly nighttime, and he is trying to read a book outside.
Wait, that's Warren.
Oh, that's not Dusk. Yeah, that's old Apple. What's his name? Crabble Snitch.
That's Warren. Warren Nettleby.
Nettleby,
He's one
yeah.
of the village elders.
Okay.
Dusk is a wizard. Dusk is a
Dusk
wizard.
is Dusk is the guy that helped you guys. Well, you weren't there when he helped you, but the one you brought the stuff back to. Anyway, you go into Parthen's shop. I'm gonna say while you do that, or as you sort of make your way into Parthen's, we'll jump back to the party who is just making their way outside.
Can I get in before they come out?
Yeah. You're going in as they're coming out.
Okay.
And where is my gen? So there you are. You guys file in, and Derevi, you go into Parthen's. What are you guys doing?
They wouldn't happen to have a post type place here? Somewhere to send letters?
You don't know.
Oh, I'll ask at the shop. That's right.
Ask Warren.
I was thinking about that, but he's grumpy and all.
Although in saying this is kind of truly hilarious, but you were literally just talking to the messenger inside. But
no, this will be funny when I go back and then he says his name. I'm like, oh.
It will be funny.
Who caught this?
But continue. So what are you guys heading?
Just as I'm walking around, if we see someone go past, I'm like, excuse me, do you have a courier service or a mail delivery service around here somewhere? Just
there's a few like halflings like kind of walking around, and you approach one, and they're like, we normally go through Horthus. we leave our mail with Vastok, and then when Horthus comes through, it kind of picks it up and takes it where it needs to go. And
it all makes sense.
You know Horthus? I think he's in the village at the moment. Actually, you might be able to find him, and if he's not home with his wife, you can check with his wife Mela, or you can probably check at the tavern or the inn. Have you been to the Hillspring Inn?
I have.
Really nice food there.
I do, delicious.
The goat is a specialty of Vastok's. You should try it.
Yeah, it's quite halal too. It's good for my religion.
Oh yeah. If that's your sort of thing, do you want some Toby?
No, that's cool. Huh. We don't have to go back in there, but I'll prep a note at some point and give it to Carthus if he's still sitting in there. No,
Awesome.
I'll message it to you.
Fantastic. What where else are you guys heading?
I'd like to go to the shop too. Just
Cool. You guys head off to head off over there. Anyone else? You all?
I'll let Derevi
Okay.
finish what he's doing.
Yep. He
Yeah.
won't have much long because you guys were pretty much right behind him. But Derevi, you head into the general store. No one's there. These guys are all outside. Parthen's kind of sitting at his standing at his desk. And as you walk in, you see he stands up. And he's like, "Oh, welcome to Mr. Parthen's general store. Oh, welcome back, my friend. May I call you friend?
Absolutely, you can call me friend. And I approach.
What can I help you with there?
I pull out my tinker's tools. And I go,
Tinker's tool. Yes, he's looking sort of with his glasses. I sell Tinker's tools as well.
I just need a better set.
Oh, really?
I've tried, but I need something with a little pizzazz.
Little pizzazz. Wow. Have you tried taking them to Enchantress or something?
Yes, I have, and they directed me here and told me that you had a set. Deception
You
check.
have one set, but it is not. I haven't been willing to sell it for some time, you see. I know that there's a particular halfling in this village that wants to get his hands on the set, and I refuse to let my tools reach his hands.
Halflings. I get it.
What do you mean, halflings? I mean, we, the Parthens, are such a proud family. We do not
Exactly.
have dealings with the mugworts.
I wouldn't expect you to. Can I
Mugworts?
make an insight check onto what mugworts are? 21.
Mugworts, you presume it to be the last name of Clout, the tinker that you were
Okay.
dealing with.
Yep, thank you. Well, it's a good thing that we might be able to work something out here, because I've got a way to help you if you help me, and
I'm listening.
I need a better set of tinker's tools. Now, it comes to my attention, and I pull out my red orb staff and put it on the counter.
Wait, which stuff?
A red orb staff.
The one that you gave back to Dusk?
Fuck's sake.
Yeah, that was it.
Let me just remove that from my inventory. This entire
Sleight
time
of
I've been
hand.
thinking.
Funny, you're just like going through your inventory like, hey, I've got this thing. You remember giving that to Dusk and taking the loot, I must say, from that was offered to everyone else.
He thought he got the loot and the staff. He's like, yes.
I pull out a great axe and assess what is he looking particularly like impressed with what I've just put down.
No, he just looks normal. He's kind of like great
Okay.
axe, yes. Are you wanting to sell this?
I'm wanting to make a trade.
Trade?
Well, I feel as though my tinker's tools and this great axe for this enchanted set of tinker's tools that you apparently have. What are you feeling? What are you feeling here?
You see, he's kind of thinking. He's like,
Great axe. I could definitely make a bit of coin off, especially if the right adventurer walks through here, traveler, and well, Tinker's too. Come in handy if Clout ever breaks his Tinker's tool. He's going to have to come and buy more Tinker's tool. You know what? I'd say we have a deal.
I go to shake his
You
hand.
can. He says, if you can add 30 gold to that, my good sir.
I open my coin pouch. Look at him. I have 13 silver.
Just roll a d20, and I'm going to roll a d20, and whoever gets the highest will.
He talks his way down. Fucking
I got a-
13
I-
silver instead of
Yeah.
13 gold. Let's go.
Get 4.
I got a 4.
I got a 6.
He says, well, 13 silver, that's quite drastic, but then again, the battle axe and the great axe and...
I'll tell you what. I get out the single nail that I took and place it down. And then take a step back.
You see, as you take a step back, he kind of like, oh, and he takes a kind of a half a step back, and he's like, what is it? It is a nail?
It's not just any nail.
What sort of nail is it?
Well, I don't know. I was hoping you could tell me.
Oh, well, it just looks like an ordinary nail in which you would use a hammer, I would say.
Ah,
Build
yes!
something.
And as he says that, I pull out my hammer and slap it into the table. I go, we got a done deal! And go to shake his hand. Distraction. Distraction.
Okay, he kind of puts out his hand slowly and he shakes your hand. He's like, I was going to say yes before you pulled out the hammer and the nail, but I'll take those as well. You can always flip them off for a few silver.
Done. Done. Okay.
Cool. And he says, well, I'm going to have to go and get it. I don't actually keep it on premises, so if you don't mind, you probably could come back in maybe 30 minutes.
I have some party members that should be looking for me.
And at this point in time, the party members walk in.
As I walk, I'm gonna walk past. As we're walking in, I'm like, do you guys want to sell anything? I don't mind using my devilish wily charms to try and haggle a good price for us.
Hello there, adventurers. Welcome to Mr. Parthens. Welcome back to Mr. Parthens, mind you. Is there
Afternoon,
anything I could
Parkin.
help you with today?
Yes, a bit of trade will do fine. But you finish your
Well, certainly, sir.
transactions.
Oh no, look, we have just settled everything here. If you won't mind just a moment, he kind of pops his head behind this wall and he says, Breen! Sort of, you hear the footsteps of someone walk up who you know will be his daughter and says, could you go and just go get there? Okay. And bring it back. Thank you. Yeah, do hurry. Yes. And he comes back out. So, what can I help you with?
Did no one had anything they wanted to sell? I don't mind bundling it.
Did I check the I did check the box of jewelry, right?
Yes, the jewelry. Yep.
And my detect magic would have detected whatever's in there if it was magical. Nothing.
That's correct.
No inscriptions on any of the bits of jewelry. It's just random jewelry.
Just random jewelry. You would presume that it's been stolen, probably from some of these halflings. Maybe odds and other trinkets from other different villages or towns that have come through, but nothing that speaks out like, oh, we should keep this, or
Alright, cool.
just necklaces, few rings, yeah, that sort of thing.
would you try to get a good price on this? And I'll bring out the box of jewelry and hand it to Darian.
Will do. So I pushed persuasion and I got a net 20. This was like. But
this was when, like, the start of the session? No,
this is as we walked in. I pushed. I like as Derevi finishes this. I'll just hit persuasion. I was like net 20, so I'm coming in here feeling lucky, but I know it doesn't.
Okay. Come on.
I'll hit myself with bardic inspiration. Because I'm a bard. I don't know if you guys remember that. I'll walk up to Parthen and be like, good afternoon. Seems they...
He looks up at you. Oh, good afternoon, sir.
It ties me well, Wes. We happened to run into some bandits and...
Again, these guys are really small.
We collected quite a few treasures from them and wish to sell.
Oh, of course. Yes, I would love to take a look at it. What have you got?
So I'll go through the stuff that I pull out. I pull out 3 daggers. I pull out one leather armor, but not the leather armor from that dude. I've got another one.
Yep.
I pull out to start going through everything just to get it. I pull out a long sword. I pull out. Was it 3? I've got 2. Wait, 2 scimitars.
Yep.
Pull out 2 scimitars. I pull out 1 shield. Start lugging out all this stuff.
Shield.
1 shield. And then I also, as I pull over this stuff, and I go, also something special for you. I think you're gonna like it. I pull out the jewelry box full of things that we collected. Guys, we found these on some bandits, but these are the most valuable thing I have. I pull out the bone necklace, and we're like, this was off a goblin war chief, collected freshly off his bounty. I can feel the magic coming off it.
Was this the necklace that you got from the
bone?
goblin?
Yeah, the bone goblin. And then I also pull out the +2 short bow, and I'm like,
stuff and it's like, oh.
And if that doesn't take your fancy, I pull out the +2 short bow, and I'm like, this fine short bow should do.
Wow. That is a lot of stuff. Let me just... Give me a second to price things up, but... so the daggers are at 2 gold pieces each, so that's 2 for 6. 6 gold for the daggers. I will... I'm just trying to have a look here. You see, he looks at the armor and he kind of feels along. He's like, I don't know if I could... But then again, potentially, if someone comes through, I would be willing to price... so go ahead and roll a... Just roll a d20 again, and I'll roll a d20, and I'll just... This will be for later on, but...
Oh, yeah.
So he...
It wouldn't help if I added my product to it. 18.
You don't need to. And weapons actually really cost a lot of money in this.
Yeah, they did. They're quite pricey.
Long sword. You see, at all of the stuff, like the weapons and the shield and the armor, you see he looks up and he says, I could part with, say, 120 gold pieces for this.
Do I hear this?
Yep.
I'll walk over and be like, that's enough to pay your debt back. He'll take it.
I just stonewall them. I look at this thing and I'll be like, 130 will do fine for the common gear. I rolled a 19 plus 8, and then I'll also add the bardic, so that's...
Yeah, no, that's plenty.
Yeah.
You see, he says, well, I could
possibly go up to 100 and... What did you say? 130?
Yeah, just extra
I
10
could,
gold. Just-
I could stretch to 130, but I won't be able to go higher on anything else that you offer me, unfortunately, because we are a small halfling town and currency is quite slowly drifting through here. But
That's
I
good.
can do 130.
And what would you do for the jewelry and the...
Jewelry. Oh, you see, he
Short
like
bow.
pulls out this box and he opens this box and he hadn't looked at it until this point. And goes, oh well, he's pulling out. Well, and pulls out another set of glasses that he's sort of got dangling around his neck. Puts it on top of his other glasses and he's like looking at this jewelry. Okay. I could give you 40 gold pieces for the box of jewelry.
And the short bow? And the magical bow necklace?
I don't know if the necklace is magical, so I won't be able to risk spending money
believe
on
me,
it.
the person that held this necklace is nearly responsible for my death.
Roll deception.
I mean, it was. He fireballed me.
And I'd like to help him with this con story.
Yeah. Oh my god, that is a net 20, 31.
You got
That's
a
on
net
my
20?
first roll.
He says, "Oh well,
I'd double the price on that.
What are you? Well, the price that I was going to say, if anything, I could buy it for would probably be 5. So I would not willingly offer you 10 gold pieces.
10
What's
gold
that?
sounds good.
32 gold pieces.
You
And,
see, he kind of looks back and forth between you. He's like, "Sorry, who am I dealing with here?" Just so I can...
no,
I'm a
I
bit
just look at him.
confused.
As I look at him, I'm like, just me. I just look into his eyes and just overpowering charisma him, just stare at him. He notices, Pathan notices that my eyes are like changing color to sort of get his attention, just to keep. As I cast, I'm just checking.
So that's 130 gold pieces for the weapons, and 40 for the jewelry, 10 for this necklace, and the short bow. Well, that was a part of the...
No, the short bow is magical, so that's... I don't know if you can afford this. I don't mind if you can, but it is quite magical. It is a +2 short bow, so it is.
So in my campaign, +2 things doesn't mean magical. It means that they are enhanced weapons. So a magical weapon is something that is not just like a basic weapon that's stronger. So
would
it
they?
might just be like a really good short bow.
So a +2 short bow wouldn't count as a magical weapon in terms of damage calculation. Ooh, that's good to know. I must say, it's quite fine crafted. I thought it was magical.
Yes, I
but-
can tell it is finely crafted, which is why I'm willing to pay 130 gold pieces.
Wait,
Well,
extra?
for all of the weapons. No, for the weapons.
I think we both know that it is worth far more than that.
Well, I would say the rest of the weapons and armor would be around 100 gold pieces and 30 gold pieces for the short bow.
Insight check.
Yeah, roll insight. You see, he sort of looks at you and says, "You must remember, sir, that we are a small halfling village, and there's not necessarily any guarantee that I will be able to sell off any of this stuff that I buy from you, and if you would like, there are much larger villages where you could take a lot of this gear and sell it to specialists in those fields. I'm a general store, and I do the best that I can."
17. It's a...
Yeah, from what he says, you kind of putting things together, you notice it's not like a weapon store, it's not like a jewelry store, it's kind of like a everything all in one general store.
What is it? 50, so that's 130, 180? Is that math?
That were 130, 40, that is 170, 180, yep.
You drive a hard bargain. But I think we could do the deal. No. Just to get it all out of my video.
You see he puts his hands out, shakes your hand, and he starts like
sort of getting out the gold, pays you for the gear that you bring in. At this time, you sort of notice a small halfling girl walks up with a small box, and she's taller than the father. She sort of walks up behind Parthen, and she sort of hands him this little box, and says, "Oh, brilliant! Thank you, dear." And Mr. What was your name? Sorry.
Derevi.
Mr. Derevi, I have your Tinker's tool.
Thank you. I'll accept it. I'll look at Darian and lean in and say, "Meet me at our room later." And I'd like to leave.
As he walks on, whispering, be like, "Oh, sorry, I don't go that way, but thank you for the. You are quite a handsome fellow. I've never been with a wood elf." Mr. Parthen, I'll walk over and I'll hand. He goes, "Well, this is how much for the jewelry. I don't know how you want to work this out. I'll give 40 gold to Horthus, and then I'll park that just because it's. I mean, it's yes. I'm pretty. I think I bled him as much as I could, but he is a wily man. Very good. He's quite good at his job."
Yeah. So
and then I'll
out of game, you'll find in my campaign that most general stores won't pay top dollar for things. They'll always try and get a bulk. It's like going into a cash converters, basically general stores. Whereas if you go to a sword specialist or sort of specific stores and traders, you'll be able to get more top dollar for items that you guys sell. It's just a little bit of kind of realism that I'm trying to build into these little outlets.
Nah, I'm just gonna keep saying the all cheap ass. Nah, the all cheap skins. 32.5 gold as well.
Is that for everyone?
Part out, yeah. 32.5 gold.
My other players had the same trouble. They were trying to come here with all these magical items and stuff, and Parthen's was just but what can I do with that?
I can't sell this. I can't sell this.
Pretty much.
Doesn't have trade value. You bring me.
You guys have already been here for a few days, and you're the only travelers that have passed through.
Yeah.
We'll be back for the bow. Oh, I would have given the bow to someone if we had an archer, but we didn't have an archer. So. Apart from who's already got one of the best bows.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I was gonna say you've got one of the best bows in the game. You can't dual wield bows. Wait, can you?
Multiple arms.
Yeah. Oh, striking. Derevi's a striking. It's got 4 arms.
Cool. You guys head on out.
Yeah, that's it for me.
Yeah.
What are you guys doing? What is your guys' game plan here?
Are we all together now?
Yeah.
Derevi's gone.
I just need to do this
Derevi's
before
walked out a few seconds before you guys, but
I need to very quickly just go do this before we all group up. Otherwise, things are going to take a very different turn of events. I'm going to walk back to the blacksmith and present him the Tinker's tools.
He opens the door and he's like, "Oh, did you manage to get the Tinker's tool?"
Yes, I did.
Great.
Fantastic.
What do you want for him? Do you want me to buy him off you, or you want me to work on a couple of items for you and your friends?
I pull out my oath bow, and I don't know how to in-game ask, but is it possible to make this +1?
He looks at this this bow and he says, we can tell it's already quite a magical bow. I think I could make a few alterations on it. Are you willing to leave it here for a day? It'll take some time.
When you say alterations, talk me through. What are you thinking, man?
Well, I would change the rope on it and put something with a little bit more higher tensile, and might be able to adjust the
aiming mechanism that you've got here.
The magnifying glass on the thing.
Now,
That'd be cool.
Pete, if
Put a scope on it.
Yeah, scope.
does this mean that it will become a +1 oath bow?
I can neither confirm nor deny.
Yeah. See.
And I just sold that short bow. There's a lovely short bow you can buy from Parthens if you need.
I'll take this chance. And I'll also give him my 2 short swords that I have, and ask him to halve the weight.
On both of them, yeah, sure, no worries. I'll see what I can do.
Make them as light as possible, and as strong as iron.
Strong as iron. Alright, he just grabs the
You're
stuff
like,
and says,
they're steel, so they are stronger than iron.
and you give him the Tinker's tool?
Yes.
You see he sort of grabs it and he sort of opens the box of tools and he's like, wow. It's like that Harry Potter moment when he holds his wand, his true wand, and it's just like, like the light and the wind is blowing. He's like, I finally have the Tinker's tools.
You've given the BBEG his final weapon.
Now, I need you all to roll initiative. No.
When the NPC asks you to roll.
Yeah. I can now
Breaks the fourth wall. Yeah.
I have the fourth wall Tinker's tools.
He closes the door and
Reality is whatever
you
I
leave
want.
you leave your bow there for a day.
Jeez.
And your swords.
We are screwed. Thank you.
Brilliant.
Okay.
So cool. What are you guys doing now? It's probably about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Still quite a bit of light left.
How far is the meadow? Were we nearly at the meadow?
The meadow's kind of north. Yeah, it's not too much further north. Probably an hour or 2 walk.
I mean, we could.
Sorry. Does anyone remember that a list of ingredients given to them by?
I don't think I grabbed it.
It might be Horthus. I have a feeling it might be Horthus.
Yes, I'm pretty sure you put it in one of the chats
Oh, yeah.
too.
Ah, yeah, cool.
I remember.
Cool. I might have, yeah.
Let me see if I can find it.
It might be
Might
good.
be in
Go
session notes?
go
No.
flower paint.
Yeah, ingredients for potions. I've got it here.
Oh, cool. Yeah. So yeah, there was a list of ingredients that Dusk gave you guys for potions,
tree
so that he
orb.
could make them for the party.
Is that
what-
a Moonbright tree
What
orb?
chat is that in? Yeah, Moonbright.
Session notes.
The one that Fred boat's bombing.
Yeah. Bloody
Ah, yes,
Fred
yes,
bloke.
yes. Cool, cool.
Fred
So yeah,
Redemption.
there's that, which I believe he did say that the meadow would be the likely place to find it. What are you guys doing? You gonna head to the meadow or?
Yeah, as I say,
All of
shoot.
us. Are all of us together now?
Yeah, you sort of noticed Derevi sort of like, walk away from this
Walking
door
back
just
without any weapons.
without a bow and without swords.
Yep.
Oh, I'll just quickly pull out the bounty note that I got from the board and show it to the rest of the group.
I'll look at it and I'll be like, ready. That's it. That's a lot of money for such a person.
Must be quite dangerous.
As you say
Price is
this,
so high.
as you say this, Darian, I'm going to walk up and be like, yes, indeed it is. Now it's time to pay your dues.
Well, I'm not sure what you mean.
You stole a lot of money from me when we first entered this village.
I did not steal the money. You weren't willing to give your share, so I split it equally amongst us.
So, yes, you stole it equally amongst everyone. Now it's time for you to pay up. Can I make...
I look at
a
Derevi, I'll be
deception
like,
check
my
or
friend, I have
persuade?
seen you die before my eyes, and I too have died.
Are we
Yes.
rolling
I'm gonna,
an initiative?
yeah. As I look, as I look, I just turn into an orc. I'd be like, believe me, little elf, I would love to see your head next to me on the boat. But the man thinks you have something to offer.
And as you morph, I'm going to be like, excellent. I was waiting for you. And I pull plate mail out of my bag.
I'm like, he looks like, plate mail, I don't get it.
You saved me. You nearly died.
He looks, he Thras grabs it and he goes, he's like, what is it? Visual confusion, like audible confusion. He goes, as he looks, he goes, don't worry, the old man knows how to protect us. He pulls open his shirt, and you see that underneath Darian's shirt, he's got half plate, like a shining cast of a half plate that he keeps underneath his armor. He it snaps on and off. It's magical. It's the same as Cable's half plate. Actually, quite funny enough, we both had the same half plate.
And it just is funny enough that plate mail is better.
Yes, but you can't sneak in half plate, in plate, which I seem to prefer a lot. But I would hate to go unpaid. I will, if you want me to sell it, I guess I could try, although I think we bled the bugger dry in there. I will, You see, he's still, Thrask is still confused. How much what is it? Breastplate? Plate.
What?
Plate mail, eh?
Yep.
Mail.
Oh my god!
Yep.
I mean, like, you see, he like goes to reach, he goes, I'm afraid the old man doesn't have enough money for this.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Great minds think alike. You should wear it.
It actually is.
I will swap you.
Yeah, for what? I can't. He's not willing to pass with his breastplate. It's literally under my breastplate is literally under Darian's breastplate. It's like a smithy. So 50 gold. I can't because plate it's too heavy. It's too heavy for me. I actually can't wear it.
Me.
I'm not. Wait, yeah. Where did you
Can't
get
you wear
this?
heavy armor?
I think.
I picked this up in the well.
What? This is good. I suppose we should get it to an armorer. We could sell it for a hefty price.
Hmm.
I'm just cheeky.
Nowhere here.
Um,
and then I'll become silent and just walk away aimlessly.
Yeah, I
after
can't.
taking my plate mail back.
Yeah. You see, Thrask is so confused. He goes, he starts talking to himself or to Darian and goes, I really thought we were going to kill the little man. Now I can see what you like him. Why you're liking him. Yeah, I can't wear heavy armor. Damn.
Killing me. Can anyone wear heavy armor? I honestly thought I was into something when I got you to like.
Cable can. But
you can.
Cable's a rogue, so that'll be funny.
What?
He's a rogue fighter.
Do you show any interest at the sight of plate mail?
1,500 gold pieces. That's so.
Not really.
Yep.
No, really.
That's what I thought. Okay, I will hang on to this.
I don't. It turns back to Darren. I'm like, don't worry, Derevi. When we can fetch a good price, so I will help you. Then that'll be all yours. Let it be known, the plate armor is for him, and the money is his alone.
Oh, so now the money's mine.
Well, it is yours.
If you sell this plate armor.
Yeah. Fuck.
Yeah, these salesmen would be like, $3.50. $3.50. $3.50.
$3 gold, 50 pieces.
What an amazing piece of armor. 1,500 gold pieces. $1.
what are you guys wanting to do?
Can we head toward the meadow?
You remember the meadow being north?
North. And if we find a beast along the way, got a bit of anger to work out, I must say.
Can I ask the party about along the way about any bounties after smacking that guy's head on the table? I kind of want to know how that played out.
He paid us. Oh well, he paid us. As you walked in, Horthus showed us the bounty for a tiefling girl, and it was 1,500. It was 1,000 gold pieces, eh?
1,000, yeah.
Was it? This pink tiefling. He shows you the photo of this pink tiefling. See if it catches your eye. What was her name? It says her name is Estrid.
Estrid.
Now, Pete, can I jump in a different channel with you for a second?
Mm-hmm. Go into the lobby.
Let's walk our characters.
Interesting developments, I think.
We made a lot of money.
More gold.
Did you put your gold in, Nikau? Or the gold there?
I haven't chucked it in yet, but I will.
What was it? 80. So there was 80 gold pieces plus the 32.5 gold pieces, and you've got 40. You've got 40 gold for that jewelry box. But I just want to, if you wanted to split or whatever. But you gave that to me to sell, so I don't want to.
No, we'll probably split that as well between the group.
All right. It's good. I need to work out sales too, because I know, like, in Vandalva, everything's like, hey, get this. Here's a magical item. I need to hold up on that. Purse strings go tight.
What's the disadvantages of having heavy armor?
Having full plate will give you disadvantage on stealth. And you've got a strength check. I think it's like 14. You need 14 in strength. But I think it's a 16, eh? It's a 16 or to your base armor, 16 plus strength. Let's have a look. 18. It's 18. So your AC is 18, and then I think you can add your strength to that. So you can have it, I think it goes up to 20 if you've got 14 in strength. But yeah, you got disadvantage on stealth, and it takes you like an hour to don or doff if they're using their mechanic, because it's quite, and you'll be walking around like tink 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 tink. You look like a full like medieval Iron Man.
Right. At the sight of seeing Everett want to post off, I'm going to freeze up and ask, where did they say Estrid was?
Does it say?
It didn't have a location. It just said presumed to be dangerous. Do not approach. Oh, I feel like I'm in Africa.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask if I can keep the wanted poster.
Oh. Well,
Okay.
hand it over.
You give it back, like, why is it sticky?
Tiefling love.
Why is he brown on it now?
And I will.
Why is there black, like, abyssal, like?
I will torch of dissipation and just walk.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Is it lit? Or just
Did it
still
light
lighted?
itself?
No, it's still just like covered with like cobweb and marbles in it.
Hubble,
When you
hubble,
said that
hubble,
ruby, when you said
Yeah, it's
that
got,
ruby
like,
rod,
marbles
Yeah,
and
it's,
stuff in it.
it's like got all these different.
It's got lint and stuff in it too.
Yeah, lint. Oh yeah, the lint. Yeah, not cobwebs, lint. Sorry.
he pulls it out like that. Friend
Lint and
is
marbles.
a definite
Torch of
fire
longevity.
You guys continue on. Just carry on with your guys' conversations as I change through the maps and sort of update where you guys are at.
hazard. Walk past all these dead bodies, like, oh yeah.
Yeah, you walk past all these dead bodies. I'm not even going to put your tokens in because there's like you guys are just walking.
Nothing's changed or anything.
Nothing's changed. Nothing's changed until you guys get to here, and I still won't put your tokens in. But you sort of notice like a just like in sync with this music. Just coming from this tree here. What do you guys do?
Investigate.
Roll investigation.
I didn't hear it, but it was a whistle, right?
Yeah, it was like a whistling, like a pan flute.
Oh wait, can I use
literally.
perception instead?
It's
I'm much more
literally a
perception.
pan flute sound.
Oh,
It's
a
perfect
pan
at the-
flute sound.
I didn't. It's like aim this music, but it's literally a flute.
Where is
it works
I
on
everyone?
have
that music.
advantage.
Everyone's here. I'd say everyone's like right here at the top of the map. Sorry, I haven't put your guys'
22.
tokens in 'cause it's so just 22. You notice in the tree a very small halfling man sitting on a branch, and he is just playing a little tune.
That's okay. So it's not by the bodies.
Not by the bodies. Yeah.
Like,
Sorry, at the top of the map, I was pinging it, but
like, walk past like
Oh,
evening. You okay up there?
sorry, I'm just bringing everyone's tokens now because.
Oh, I like the top knot and the mutton chops.
Mm.
Very, very cool.
Very manly.
Yeah. Yeah.
You see, he looks down. And he's like, "Oh, hello there. I didn't notice you."
You didn't notice 4 or 5 people walking down a track?
Oh, well, no, I was playing my flute.
Ah, you felt the vibe, huh? Well, I'll pull out my concertina and like try to play along to.
Make a performance check.
Come on, +8. Oh, not bad. 19.
You start playing along, perfectly in tune and in time and in sync with what the small halfling man is playing, and he's kind of. He sort of jumps up on the branch now, and he's like giving a little dance, and he's like, "Ooh, you're very good.
You too.
How long have you been playing?"
Ah, as long as I can remember. It's a fucking Darian. It's good. What are you doing up in this tree? You okay? We're looking for the meadow.
I've always sits up in this tree. Well, most trees now. I don't really have a home anymore. It's been taken over by. Wait, did you say you're going to the meadow?
Yes, find some plants, get some help.
I could take you to the meadow. I know Demona.
Demona, oh, her! Teared into her face. You mean her?
As soon as he gets a little frightened, he's like, "Whoa! Yes, that's Demona. How did you do that?"
Oh, it's just the music. It takes over.
Oh. Well, yes, I know Demona. We used to be neighbours
Lovers.
until.
Oh, neighbors.
Oh no, not quite, but yeah.
Inside check.
Roll insight.
So to see if he digs me. We can use this later. Oh, 19. So 23. 19 plus 4.
You get a sense of kind of like admiration, I guess, that this halfling has for Demona. You're not necessarily sure whether it would be love, but there's definitely something there.
You said you're home. You don't really have a home anymore. Is everything okay?
Oh, well, no, it was
was taken over by a very terrible creature. I've had to move. I've been living between Willow's Haven and with Demona in the Meadow, so I can
Creature?
take you up there.
What does this creature look like?
Oh, it's terrible. It's got legs and it's lots of legs. It's kind of
Like a
my
spider?
swamp. Yeah, kind of like a spider.
Or a crab.
Or maybe like it's quite
Oh.
hideous, but
It didn't have a human body through spears, impaled dwarves.
I don't remember much. I was a little bit frightened at the time.
Mini-legged
But
creature.
Demona might know more than I.
Oh yeah, talk to Demona. And sorry, what was your name again?
My name's Hoff.
Hoff.
Nice
Huh?
to meet you. Hoff, you know, like David Hasselhoff.
Yeah. I sure
Oh,
don't know. Oh yes, I met him in Vasselheim. He's quite a wonderful actor.
But yes, Hoff. Hoff.
A flute halfling. Well,
So,
if you don't mind,
Do you want me to take you there?
yeah. I look at the others because, I mean, I wouldn't mind the company. It's good if someone knows the way.
Hmm.
Yes, I can
Agreed.
take you there.
Can you?
He sort of hops down off the tree and he says, "It's probably another hour's walk from here, but not too much further."
I was like, but can you carry all of us on you? I don't think you'll be able to.
Was that a joke?
Just look at him. I'm like, yes, it's a joke. Sorry.
Was a joke.
Very good joke.
So I just like. So this is how it feels.
I look over at Horns and go, "Hey, raise your spirits." He's feeling a bit below ground.
Ooh.
You guys start walking for probably another 30 minutes until you reach a real dense, like it starts going into quite a dense forest. You sort of notice a little track of water that's starting to go in a bit of a flow through this dense bush. And you continue onwards. Sorry, don't even worry about the squares or anything. Comes later.
Is this a? So are we following? Is this a water track or just a coloured?
It is it's just like a little channel of water. It's really shallow, and Hoff kind of leads you under this kind of gathering of trees. You look into the trees, and it is really quite deep, quite dense. Forest. There's not much light. So the closer the more you sort of head into the forest, the less light that starts to you start to see in the sky. The only kind of channel of light that you see is along where the water is going and where you guys are walking. But as you look in the bush, it looks real dark, real thick. Trees are really close together, really massive and really tall.
Say,
it kind of walks on.
Huff, you haven't had any trouble with bandits around this area?
No. Hop is pretty good at staying low and keeping in the trees, so I don't really have issues.
And what about the Meadow? They haven't been harassed by these bandits. We seem to come upon some. Not too far from where you were playing your flute.
Oh, Demona's pretty she's really good at keeping the meadow protected, and she's a fierce warrior, I gotta say.
Oh, what
We
does
don't really have
Demona
bandits
use?
come up this far. I don't think they know their way through the forest.
What does she use? A bow or something?
And it kind of leads you around these sort of winding trees until you get into sort of the water track starts appearing, and you kind of just enter straight dense forest now. It's starting to get darker as you go in, less light for sure. And it's starting to get real, not forbidden forest like spooky, but just a real dark kind of lighting. As you guys get closer and closer towards, you spend another sort of 30 minutes walking through this forest until you reach the end of the meadow. As you get to the end of the start of the meadow, you notice like it's starting to brighten up the closer you get to the meadow, but the trees are still looming massively like over. It's like really tall trees. But as you get into the meadow, there's like a bit of glowing, but it's not. It doesn't seem to be coming from above. It seems to be coming from the meadow itself. Starting to. Some plants are starting to give off a little bit of a fluorescent glow, and you sort of notice little lights sort of flickering around in the air as you guys get to.
Ooh.
Let me just switch up the music.
Welcome to Jurassic Meadow.
You arrive at Damona's Meadow. So I'm just trying to find bloody Hoff's token.
What's this? Why? A garden than a meadow. I thought meadows were flat. A meadow's flat? Anybody actually been to a meadow? I know Meadow Fresh, Meadow Lee.
Wow.
Green Meadow.
Green
Hey,
Meadows.
Do I know this area?
You do not.
Really?
Really.
Interesting.
Hoff walks up, and he kind of, as he gets to here, he like puts his hand behind him, and he says, like, as if to wait. And he kind of walks. He gets to about this point, and he like gets real low to the ground, and he's already like really low to the ground, and he just quickly like does like this little somersault, little roly poly through this area here, and he walks over. You see like the stone walls covered in moss on either side of him, and he walks over to this this mushroom here, and he just gives it a tap on the top of it. As he does so, you notice these massive plants either side of this wall here. They kind of just like close in and just close up, and then he walks over and waves to you and he says, "Come on, follow Hoff."
I'm gonna look at the party and say something feels a bit off here.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at these plants and then look at Hoff and be like, "Are these okay?"
They are now. That's why I came over and disarmed them for you, if you will.
Well, wait there. You've got a security. You got like a security button for the plants. That's cool.
Well, it's all connected magically, but well.
Oh.
That's all Damona's up to Damona, I'm afraid. I don't know much else about it. I know how to get in and how to get out, but
like inspect these plants. They just so are these plants?
what do you do when you inspect them?
I will.
Wake up time.
Is there an oof?
Yeah, wake up the fucking plants at 4 a.m.
Yeah.
Fucking sick.
Yeah. I guess I will make a. Yeah, whatever. I'll make an Arcana check.
A roll Arcana.
Torture dissipation. I'm gonna light the fucking thing.
Roll nature. Roll nature, probably.
Oh, yeah. He's not a nature boy. Oh, that was nearly a net 20. 15.
15. Although you don't know like what specific like variety of plant these are, you get the idea that they might be man-eating plants. They look quite ferocious until Hoff touched the mushroom, and then they kind of just relaxed, and it's literally Prison of Azkaban touched the knot on the. If you've read the book,
The Whomping Willow here.
the cat touches the knot on the Whomping Willow, and it just stops from being
What did I see? Did we catch what mushroom that was?
Roll. I'll say roll a late perception check.
I have advantage. I'll take the one that works. 20.
This mushroom, the bigger one of the two.
Alright. Let's get out of there.
It says, "Come on, follow Hoff." As you get closer, you sort of walk up to this this massive stone. The sort of stone walls on either side of you come up into an arch at this point. And you notice that the whole meadow seems to be enclosed in this giant stone wall. And Hoff leads you under the archway. And as you get into the meadow, you notice just all these beautiful flowers and different plants and moving glowing lights and different bushes and trees and insects flying around. You notice a real you feel a real serenity about this place. A calm and magical just essence. As Hoff walks you in, he says, "Well, this way, Demona's Demona should be sitting up at the..." And actually, you guys would notice that as you walk in. Let me just unravel this.
Big map.
It is a pretty big map.
Oh shit, that's huge.
You notice a woman sitting at a kind of old wooden, really intricate looking chair or bench seat, and it's kind of got green vines wrapped around it as well.
Does she karanga us all to the premises, or are we okay just to look through?
No karangas here, G. No
Okay.
karangas here.
Okay. I wait at the threshold, just waiting to be karanga.
Yeah. And she's like, "So I've been made up." No,
Look at Horthus, like, do you know the karanga? We
Not
need
of this
someone.
lands.
Hey, yeah. We're gonna need someone to talk on the pipe.
We
yeah, what
bring
do you
any
guys do?
Tonga with us.
Yeah. Did we have what is it? What's not coupe? What do you call that thing you give? You know, the like letter. One of those.
Koha.
Yeah, the koha. Do we have enough money for the koha?
Spare any credits.
You notice just sitting in this bush.
Help a veteran get a warm meal.
Spare any credits.
That's a
Alright.
really good impression.
You gotta do the narrator.
Follow the party, but I'm gonna stick like behind.
Hoff comes in, sits next to Demona, and he says, "Oh, I brought some friends, Demona. I hope you don't mind." She's like, you see, she looks down and she gives him a smile, and then she looks over at you guys. Darian, as you get to the archway there, this nice vine kind of, it's beautiful, intricately woven, but it's also real natural, and it doesn't look false or handmade. But as you get there, you see this woman sitting there with her legs crossed. A woman you noticed from your guys' first night in entering Willow's Haven. And she's kind of sitting there drinking from a mug. She says, "Welcome. I thank you for making the journey up here. I've been expecting you for some time now."
Yes, I believe when we first saw you had some trouble at the meadow. Is everything okay?
Well, it's okay in the meadow for now, but I am afraid that we've lost Hoff's home to, well, I don't know what it is. Some kind of creature. I was wondering if anyone would be able to come up here and help me to get rid of it.
I pull out a notebook. I'm like, "Dude, this creature, when did it show up?"
Not long ago, I remember the night that I well, the night that you four arrived, and there's 5 of you now. Who's your new friend?
I like look at us. I'm like, oh, Derevi. Yeah, he happened to come
Oh.
upon the village a little time after us.
Well,
Do I recognize this woman?
You do not. Well, my name is Demona. You are Derevi, and the rest of you, I don't remember catching any of your names.
No,
I don't think we talked, did we?
No, we just saw
we
you
did
go
not.
past.
Oh, sorry,
Oh.
she responds to you. No, we did not. I had to get back to the meadow really quickly. When I got here, I caught the tail end of a creature leaving. But it was really dark, and I am not sure where that creature went to. But when it came back, it went to Hoff's swamp, and it has taken up residence there. Did you
So
guys
this
see any
creature only showed up when we did?
When I got back to the meadow, it left. And not long, probably the next morning, it was up at Hoff's swamp. So you remember the turn of events, just without having to roll a history check or anything. The night you guys came in, you came into the inn, and then Demona left.
Yeah, to go do the meadow.
To left, she came back to the meadow, and then an hour or so later, this creature arrived at the inn, broke in, and then it
creature
took off when dusk came, and he banished it. And then what she's saying, and the kind of timeline, or as you guys are talking about it, you kind of make sense that, okay, it took off from the meadow, it came to the village, it got banished from the village, and then it maybe obviously came back to Demona, or it came back up here to...
for round 2, I think.
Yeah. Oh my god. So Demona didn't catch this creature when it attacked the village. She was already gone there.
She was gone. She went back because she felt a disturbance at the meadow. And then not
force.
long after, like an hour or so later, a creature rocked up at the village.
I'll get her to explain it just so that we know for certain like what it looks like, and then we can try to determine.
I didn't get a really good look at it, but I remember it had a lot of legs. It was really tall. Kind of had a really bizarre screech. It kind of let off a air-shrieking, shrilling.
Did it use a spear at all, or?
I didn't see any weapons. Sorry.
Look back at the party and goes, I think it's the same thing, but I thought the old man got rid of it.
Well, I'm not sure whether it's the monster that you're talking about, but it sounds similar. Listen, the thing is, if you guys help me, you can see that I kind of am the guardian of this meadow here. And I might happen to have quite a few ingredients that you might be able to take that could help you in your journey. And I'm willing to trade some of them if you would trade your service to
look at Horthus be like,
I'll pull out the note of ingredients that Dusk gave me and hand it to her.
As you sort of list out these ingredients, dragon tongue tulip. Very, very rare plant. There's only one spot that the dragon tongue tulip grows here, which is a really odd coincidence, actually. But it is up in near the swamp, where, funnily enough, the creature is taking residence. So, I mean, if you're looking for Dragon Tongue Tulip, and that is a very, very expensive herb plant, you're gonna have to help me to clear out that swamp. And Moonbright Tree Orb. I have a lot of Moonbright Tree Orb. I can give you an orb.
What does
sure.
the Dragon Tongue Tulip look like?
It's kind of... It's like a... It wraps around every petal. It's got a few petals, and from the inside of the... It kind of looks like a dragon's tongue. Or from the inside of it, some... a few vines or... I don't even know what to call it, like IRL. I'll send you guys a picture. Oh, actually, no, I won't.
They look
until you
like
guys
the
find it.
dragon's tongue from the Elder Scrolls series.
Yes.
Yeah.
I haven't seen. No, I've got a picture of it, but I don't really want to send it yet. But
I'm just going to interject to the party here and go, hey guys, let's pack it up for today, and tomorrow night I reckon we go hunting. Thoughts?
He's got no weapons.
Got no weapon.
I'll have you.
First he gives away his armor, then he gives away his weapon.
Yeah.
I have you know I am wearing scale mail, and I do have a backup longbow.
I'm gonna send a picture just so that you guys can get a look of what it looks like, but in the imagery chat. Although in game you guys don't know what it looks like.
Ooh, fancy.
That is the Dragon Tongue Tulip.
Oh.
I like the look
I
of that.
suppose we could. I guess if you want to, we could head back tomorrow if everybody's well rested. How does the rest of the crew feel? We haven't talked to I forgot his name. You know, old Dewey's dad. Was everything okay with that?
Jen fooled you guys in the cave.
Oh yeah. I guess we got a dinner waiting there if you wanted to take it up. I really wanted to kill something, but I know it's getting late.
You could sleep here in the meadow. It's perfectly safe, but if you guys want to come back sometime, that's no problem. Did you guys get the other ingredient? Because there was a third ingredient, but I feel like you guys already might have got it. It was the...
It was in the well.
Toadstool. Ah, that's right. Yes, it was. Yep. And you gave it to Dusk already. Yep, he's already brewing the potions for you guys. Cool.
I suggest the party that we make our way back to town and rest up, and tomorrow afternoon we'll see what happens.
I believe by the time we go back, it will be dinner time at the Hobbit's house.
Cobble, what would they call
Cobble Petals Mansion.
Cobblesmiths.
Cobblesmith.
Or something.
The Cobblesmith Farm, yes.
Cobblesmith Farm.
Look, no worries. I will be here. I hardly leave. But if you want to take on the offer, I would be greatly appreciative. And I know Hoff is dying to get back to his home, so we can definitely give you the Dragon Tongue Tulip and a tree orb. And I'd be happy to put together a basket of other useful ingredients.
Some of your best herbs.
Oh
great.
Yeah, I don't have Kobe, so you'll have to get that in Willow's Haven. But...
I was just about to ask, but I seems I'm to be let down. We're actually going to a dinner. I don't really eat much. If Hoff or anybody wanted to go there, I'm sure that the guy wouldn't mind. He's putting on a feast.
Are you inviting me to dinner?
Oh, I mean, if you're not doing anything, we can talk more about what's going on. I mean, you and Hoff, not just you. I invited the little guy too.
Okay, yeah. Well, all right then.
Just to make it not awkward.
Don't have
Yeah,
to,
I'm just like, yeah. Wait, she thinks I'm
Gotcha.
coming on to her. Ah!
Loud and clear. Okay. Sure. I think we could maybe come back for dinner. I'm a little bit worried about leaving the meadow, considering everything that's been going on, but we haven't had any attacks, so...
Yes, I was gonna say, it seems like it hasn't riled up yet.
Brilliant. Well, we can take Arrow, if you like.
Oh, yes, what's that? An arrow?
You see she whistles... She lets out a loud-ass whistle, and you just hear this... this fluttering of wings as this massive dragonfly sort of...
Oh,
comes
say
in.
what that is.
Whoa!
And it lands over here, and you see she comes up and she goes, "Oh, hey, boy." And she's like, pats it on the head, and I'll say we'll leave the session there, because it is now getting late. But
we go.
Make it to combat.
It's gonna be like unexpected journey. It's gonna be like the Hobbit. We just show up at this person's house, dwelling.
Yeah.
This
Well,
giant.
Nice to
giant
meet you,
bug.
acquaintance. You must be
yeah,
Mr. Buggins.
As it's absolutely massive.
Oh,
I
that's
saw
dragon.
it resting.
That's
I
nice.
saw it resting there. I was like, oh, what is that? I don't like that.
That's epic. GG's.
It's
Alright.
on you.
Ugh.
You haven't clicked, have you?
It's on me.
It's what?
No. I'm just replying to a message that Dayne sent.
Yeah.
But we'll leave the session there.
I'll give you that letter. I just want to send a little way to old Carthy. I'll say that I handed it over before we head it out.
Is there any questions or anything that anyone has?
No, it's good. So we'll go back.
Many.
We'll go back.
Jane, sorry, I did hope that you guys would actually make it all the way to the swamp tonight to take on the creature, but someone wanted to argue about exchange, stealing money and exchange.
Makes it interesting.
I just
Yeah, it
want
is, it
what's
is, it
mine.
is.
I just want
I
what's
just-
mine.
Yeah,
No,
you're
it's
like,
always fun.
I want what's mine, except you keep stealing stuff, and it's like, this isn't yours, man.
At no stage have you asked what I'm stealing it for.
Hey, stealing is stealing.
Hey,
What is fair?
stealing is just taking possession of another person's property rightfully.
All we know is that you're just yoinking the money from all these bounties we've been doing together. We don't know why.
Have you thought to ask? I mean,
It's
not like I'm
willing-
chaotic
Tell us.
evil.
If you're willing to explain why you need it, but just stealing.
Next time you yoink our money, we'll probably ask.
It might be an
You're
idea.
a-
I mean,
Yeah. It reminds me of my brother selling stuff at our house, and my dad's like,
Oh, that's
if you need money, tell us. Don't steal things and sell it.
It's
This is fair.
Yeah.
Building. But that's cool.
If anyone
Okay.
has any
We
questions,
understand,
and if anyone has any questions, go ahead or stick around and ask when people
Mm.
dip out. But that's us, and thanks
Yeah,
everyone.
roast meat. Let's go.
Thank you.
Fortnite
Wednesday.
and exciting things.
I shall see you on Saturday. Wait, we're on Saturday,
Yes.
right?
Saturday.
yes,
We are.
yes, we are. And oh my god, you don't know what's planned.
You don't know how I'm going to kill you on Saturday.
I'm excited.
I'm happy to be alive. I'm just happy to be
Just don't
alive.
pull out that dick again, please. Just,
What do you mean?
Nah, that dick. Every time that
I don't-
dick drops, I'm just going to look
I
the
don't
other
want
way.
a,
And
I
be
don't want a
like,
full
"Kyle."
dead situation. Yeah.
This deck, gentlemen, this deck
Cool.
nearly rewrote the chapters of a few characters.
Ooh.
It did
So,
rewrite.
so-
it wrote the
So
chapter of a character.
this is what happened, right? From my perspective, I'm an orc in this campaign, and
All
I
right,
went
hey-
up to this altar that we had this demon book on, and it was like locked in with these demon chains. And one of the other players says, I made a joke saying that I wasn't strong enough to lift it, and like my character's like, I can lift anything, and walked up to it, lifted it, or tried to lift this altar with this book on it, rolled a natural 1,
Oh,
And when I rolled the nat 1, honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I'm like demon book, and nat 1. This was the
you
first
did.
time I was looking at my dice, and I was like, should I just say 2? Should I just say 2? There's like one time I was like, should I just fake the luck? Because I knew something so bad was gonna happen because of like a demon book.
Yeah,
And I was just
demon.
like, I got a net 1, and then Dayne pulls out his deck of cards and makes me choose 3
A deck
cards.
of
Well,
cards.
he asked how many. I said 3. So I went right, left, and then I got those 3 cards.
Yep. So just to give you an example. All right. So horns. I'm gonna do the exact same thing, right? So that's 6. I've got 6 cards in my hand, right now. Oh, okay. Right now, I'm going to shuffle them, right? And I want you to just pick, right? This is how we're going to do this, right? So pick a card, right? There are 6
One
cards.
singular.
Yep, just pick. There's one there, one there, one there, one there, one there, one there.
Let's go with number. Oh, keep doing it. That one.
that's the one.
Okay. So pick another card. Pick another card.
Yep.
Okay, so pick another card.
Yep. I know
Okay.
this isn't like
He
an actual
gets-
game, but I'm like nervous right now.
Okay.
Yeah, you should be.
So-
He gets all the ones that you didn't get. Fucking ultimate death.
Okay, so
And this happens in the game, so anything that's on the card.
Ah,
all right.
it's canon.
So do you want me to give you the best one first, or should we just start at the bottom?
Go to the best
Start at the
one.
bottom.
Do the last.
Well,
Start at the bottom.
Okay. So you
Put him out
gain
of his misery.
a knight. The knight.
Oh, nice.
Yes, it is very nice. You gain the service of a 4th level fighter.
Corrales.
That's
That's
pretty dope.
probably the only good thing.
Correct. This is the Dojin. This card signifies imprisonment, either by the imprisonment spell or by some powerful being. All gear and spells are stripped from the victim.
Ooh.
And the best card of all, Ruin. What does Ruin do? All forms of wealth that you carry or own, including property other than magical items, are lost to you.
Oh,
Now-
so I'm
Ugh.
poor now.
That's not too
You are
bad.
poor. You are poor. You
Imprisoned.
are
You're
imprisoned. But you've gained a 4th
What?
level fighter.
But I've got a friend, so
Now,
Hey,
No,
that prison
those are
one's
pretty
what
mild.
what
Hang
on,
what
pretty
Cookie
mild.
got.
hang on. So what you missed out on
Mhm.
was the
Mhm.
Jester. And the Jester, you gain 10k XP and you draw 2 additional cards.
holy shit.
Yeah, some of them give out wacky amount of XP.
Star, immediately gain a +2 to 1 ability score.
Wow, that's not bad.
Nice.
That's permanent.
And the one that Pete avoided, the Void.
Ooh.
This card sends a character's soul
Void
to
is-
some other desolate location, leaving his body in a catatonic state, requiring
That's
the
so fun.
adventuring party to find a way to rescue the soul.
Wow.
Now,
Yeah, that's insane.
I'm going to be honest, you drew some bad cards, and that makes me feel really happy because at least I know the fucking thing works, right? So
Yeah.
Pete gets 50,000, sorry,
One, right? There's a net
50
On a net one.
Yep, 50 gems, each worth 1,000 gold pieces each.
50K.
gold pieces.
Yep, just a
50K.
casual 50k.
Nice. Nice.
Pete also gained a keep somewhere
Yeah.
in the land.
You got deed. to
Pete,
your
what else
card.
did you gain?
I gained the ultimate card, the fate card, which means that I can undo any singular event once in a game that comes. So if my friend dies, I could say, "No, I want to undo that," and he doesn't die.
Fate.
Fate
Yep.
change the fate
Wow.
of one single event in the
He
game.
got the good ones.
I see. This is what I could do. I could say I'm gonna say that my wife and child never died, but I'm not gonna do that because then
Yeah,
the story's over.
the
But
story's over.
essentially, like that, it's like
No, you gotta- you gotta do-
history card, isn't it?
Do the
What a
Futurama
god
thing,
roll.
like live your whole life, but then right at the end of your life, go, let's start it all again.
But yeah, it's pretty insane, man. I got like pretty much the three best cards, on a natural one,
Wow.
bro.
But you didn't get a
Insanity.
friend, so I don't know.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Well, you know,
But
you
it-
got like a car. Was it like you got stuff with the D-Day, like it was like land and like, do you get a bit of money?
Yeah, land, like a small, a keep with some land
Get a
somewhere
horse.
in the realm, and
on.
it's haunted though, or it's got monsters in it, and we have to clear it out first.
Yep. So you gain proficiency in the persuasion skill.
Oh yes, I got
That's-
proficiency. in
And you
persuasion.
double your proficiency bonus on checks made with that skill. In
Insane.
addition, you gain a keep.
Tayo's
clear
now
out.
the face of. Is now the charisma. Is now the face with the in a party where one person is
Which is
like,
cool because my charisma is literally like 0 in that
Yeah.
campaign.
freaking. I'm pretty sure Zaxxus has got high charisma, and I've got freaking high charisma too.
So, yeah, so,
But yeah, so
good.
like that, the deck of many things guarantees something bad to happen, right? Not a nat one. I expected at least something.
So did
Like,
I thought I was
literally,
Bro,
like
you could have died with one
something.
of those cards.
like you could draw the skull card, and an avatar of death spawns.
Yeah, it's like
and
permadeath,
it's
right?
like, yeah, pretty much.
Jesus.
And yes, there is the death card. There's so many things that could go wrong, and like you drew.
Yeah. That's why you don't ever touch that deck again when it rears its ugly head.
Nah.
You're gonna have to make
Never.
wisdom saving throws to see like, I pull one card.
But if
Yeah.
something ultimately terrible has, I've still got my fake card to undo it.
That's
So-
true. Oh yes.
I know
Like-
exactly how you're going to use it too.
Oh, he's gonna get to the end of his breakfast and be like, "Man, I want more breakfast." Boom.
Yeah,
Taking the breakfast.
It's like, I'm gonna undo
I
eating that
wish
breakfast
I
so
wish
can
for
eat it
a
all
car
over again.
window so I can wind it down when I get hot.
It's like the Irishman, the Englishman, and the Moldy Man. They sort of all get trapped on an island
Yeah,
with one
yeah.
wish, and they go back to their homes. And then the Moldy Man's last one, and he's like, "Man, I wish all my friends were back here."
I'm lonely. Give me back
That's
my
it.
friends.
Pretty much, that's Tile. Nah, but cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks,
So
guys.
that's
That's
the
awesome.
deck of many things.
Did
Yeah.
we didn't happen to
That's
get
cool.
quest
Cool.
completion?
If you have any,
XP?
if you have any questions, just XP. Well, there's no there was no
No, we
combat
didn't, right?
XP.
We did
Um,
hand a bounty in.
Yeah, is there any quest completion?
You
Ah,
did hand a
yes.
bounty. I'll make note of it, but I'll give it to you
Feckle.
guys when you take a long rest. At the end of this, the next ep.
Feckle,
'Cause
Feckle.
Jen, you'll also get some XP for completing the DW
Would
quest.
would you say
Um,
anything would have happened at dinner? Because if I don't mind just going to us being long rested, like just for the next session, like we don't have to go through the dinner party. We don't unless there's some awkward conversations you want to have, which would have fun. I mean, we
You
are
guys
flying on
want
a
me to spoil
dragonfly.
it for you, or
No, actually, I forgot there's a dragonfly there. We're gonna fly. On
Yeah,
it,
yeah.
so, you know.
yeah, it's pretty
Oh,
quick.
Yeah, I want
Creeps
to play
me
on
out.
Rowdy.
But yes.
Someone can fly on Jen's law.
No, yeah, probably. I'll
Actually, I
say you guys will get your XP at the start. There won't be combat from now until you guys take a long rest anyway. I'm fairly sure.
Rolls a D20.
Well, actually, in that one, roll initiative now. That dragonfly
Actually,
is
we're not
gonna-
going to bed. You wanna? We're doing combat right now.
A dragonfly is not actually a dragonfly.
Yeah, it's a dragon.
Dragon.
and
It's a
life.
dragon that flies.
Yeah, the flying dragon.
I thought you said you had a pet dragonfly. Yeah, I do.
It's a dragon. It flies.
Derevi, if you had sorry, Dayne, I can use real name. If you had a question about what you messaged me, you can stick around after. Or if anyone else has questions, you can stick around. But if not, that's us. Thanks, guys.
I think.
Saturday. Oh, Jar. So Taylor, because Taylor was trying. I told Taylor that you're looking at doing another thingy, so she was keen. But I don't know if you hit her up. I don't know. I don't know how to hit her up outside of work. So yeah. Bienvenue. But
Thank
she
you.
was keen to do a campaign.
Thank you. Ciao.
Yeah. Ciao.
Bye bye.
See you guys.
But message.